Hello, hello, welcome to the
Hello.
hello, what up, gamers? It's time for episode 27 of an
Holy
ongoing
crap.
series where we talk to speedrunners. Insane content. We love it here.
Crazy.
Crazy. Hello, SUIGI.
Hello.
Hello,
Let's
welcome,
get
welcome.
started, shall we?
I, all right, I guess you're carrying it, so.
Hey, you're supposed to ask me the questions.
Hmm, you may be right about that. I guess I do have a job to do. Um, hey, hello. How are you today?
I'm doing pretty good. I woke up at 1 p.m., just the classic speedrunner sleep schedule, and
Uh,
I'm ready to do an interview.
I went to bed at 6 a.m. last night, so you know how it
No,
is.
that's lovely.
Lovely, yeah.
It
Uh,
sucks.
yeah, would
It
not
sucks, but
recommend.
what can you do?
Nothing you can do.
There's nothing.
Nothing. Anyway, so yeah, we got it all set up though. We're here, we're live, we're hoping internet is fine. You know how it is. So, speedrunning, pretty cool thing.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. Cameras being foggy, love that. All right. So, you speedrun a little bit here and there.
Yep, few years.
Few years. When did you start though?
Um, well, it's kind of complicated, but
Hmm.
the first time I ever did a run of anything was 2017. I think I saw a video. It was 10 speedrunners versus, or 10 YouTubers versus one speedrunners. I don't remember who was in. I know Nathaniel Bandy was in it.
Oh, that
Um,
thing. Okay, yeah.
yes, that. That was the
That.
first Mario 64 speedrun related thing I saw. But I did like one run in 2017 of 16 star, and then never touched it again until like 2020. Um, and I think I touched it like a couple times early 2020, but I never really got into it. And then in July of 2020, I started playing, I think, for real. Like,
For
I
real.
started playing again, and then I'm like, I actually started to get interested in it then, I would say.
Mm. Was it like a
Um,
COVID thing, like a nothing else to do?
yeah, partly. I mean, I started in early 2020, like, it was like February or March, because one of my friends wanted to race me in 16 stars, so they taught me, like, the run.
Hmm.
And we were just like doing races or whatever. And that was just before COVID hit. But right after that, my computer broke, and I was out with the computer for like a few months, so I couldn't even play if I wanted to because I was playing on emulator.
Oof.
And then in July, it was like I still didn't have much to do because like school was still out, so I came back and I guess I started running again, and then Mario
Mario.
kept playing Mario.
So
Yes,
true, man. Can't get enough of that Mario.
yes,
Mario
exactly.
action. So, just how quickly did you get good though? Like super good.
Um, I would say like I started so in July, I think I by the time it was July I had like a 25 or something. I don't remember. So from July to in 16 star, I should be clear, in
Yeah.
16 star. This is more than just Mario 64 people probably. Um and from July to December, I went from 25 to I got a 15 in no LBLJ, or like 16 star no LBLJ. I would say that's when I kind of like started to sort of get pretty good. Um,
Okay. I'd consider good at like, I don't know, 17, 16, but go
yeah,
off.
yeah. So in December I got a 15, and that was actually a pretty crazy run because that was the first time. Like my 16 star record, I didn't make any like errors, I guess. But in that run too, I basically didn't make any mistakes. I played I think 6 seconds off my sum of best,
Hmm.
and that's like the first time I was truly clutch. I felt
Clutch.
like I was so clutch in
Clutch
that run.
box. Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm.
Um,
Is
and
that
then
what your like PB still is in
the well, my what do you mean? Oh, and
the
no
Noel?
LBLJ?
Yeah.
No, I've beaten that
Okay.
since. But yeah, it was a 1556, and I think my son best at the time was a 1550. So it wasn't as optimized as like mine would be now, but it was still a pretty good run for
That
me at
was
the
pretty
time.
that sounds pretty clutch to me.
Yeah, it was very clutch.
Not a
I
not a lot of time there.
That run, that my reaction to that run was probably my strongest I've ever had in any run. Like it's not
Really?
even close. Yeah, like 1435 is nothing compared to that.
Are you
I was straight up crying for like 10 minutes,
Jesus?
like hyperventilating. It was crazy.
That's wild to think about because of how ridiculous you're.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is there footage of
Um,
it? Can we witness
yeah, there
this?
is.
Oh, fantastic! All right, I'll have to watch it now.
Yeah.
I have to know just how more insane it was. But okay, when did you get that? What like month did you get that?
It was December 15th or 16th, 2020.
Just that's really fucking fast, man.
Yeah. So
Jesus. All right.
I think it was 5 months. I did play a bit before that, but yeah.
Okay. All right. I see why you're good at the game now. That's like ridiculously in fast. Good God. It's just wild to think about just how little time that actually. I assume you like just did it a lot though, right? Like,
Uh, I don't know. It depends what you mean by a lot.
hmm,
I never played like 10 hours a day. Like I still had school. Like in this is September, I still had school. I
yeah.
probably played like on average like 4 hours a day, and
Mm,
maybe something like that. If you consider like I didn't play every day,
that
like I
includes
probably played like four
practice
hours a
then?
day. Yeah, practice. Most of that
Okay.
was probably practice.
Got it, got it.
Tend to spend a lot of my time in practice. I tend not to try to play like 8, 10 hours a day because I find when I do that, it actually ends up being kind of inefficient. Because like
Mm-hmm.
I feel like whenever I play the game, most of my best like gameplay or like practice or learning comes with like the first few hours I'm touching the game for the day. So I tend not to try to do that, but sometimes I do. And more
Yeah.
recently, I've been playing more. But yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you definitely wear out really easily if you've been doing
yeah,
it too long. That's something I've definitely noticed, which is why I cap it at like 5 hours max. Just
hmm
yikes. After that, it's yikes. Also, I was starting to get some hand pain, so I was like, uh-oh.
Oh yeah, that doesn't help.
This,
I'm not looking forward to that. I need to get on
yeah.
my
I
best hand stretching game
yeah.
before
I
then.
started doing hand stretches, and now I'm starting to get pain. It's like, what do you want from me?
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
I'm not
unfortunate.
stretching well. Yeah, nothing you can do. But
You just reminded me I'm doing it right now.
yeah, exactly. All right, let's hand stretch break, everyone. Gotta get your hands stretched. Very important because you don't want carpal tunnel. Not good. Very
It's
actually,
inevitable.
it
You can
is.
delay it though. You can delay it.
You do what you can, but yeah. Not a fun feeling. I mean, you can play through it, but well, I don't know if the pain I was feeling a few days ago was specifically that. I don't know quite what it was, but unpleasant but bearable, I guess.
hmm
Just take some Tylenol or something. No, but yeah, so very important hand health. Delay the crippling hand syndrome or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it must suck to be taken away from the game when that happens. Like whatever you play.
Yeah, but there's always got to be something you can do, right? I mean, I know
Yeah,
people that keep getting like surgeries. It's like, damn,
you can get
could it
surgeries.
could it really it could really be that bad, huh? Damn,
Yeah, and there's
that's
also like
scary.
simply like read a book or something and cured it, like
I'm
spell tome or something.
yeah, I'm reading that book right now.
Oh, really?
Bordeaux last week recommended me it.
Okay.
So yeah, actually, I was thinking about the book when I so you know I took a few days off for the hand pain,
Mm.
and then so the day I come back was like the day after I read like a fifth through the book or something. I was like, okay, I'm gonna try what it said. I got a world record immediately. I was like, damn,
Let's
there
go.
must be something about this.
Instant results.
Instant results.
Wait, are you reading Mind Body Prescription
Oh no,
or the Inner Game of Tennis?
that yes.
Wait, okay. The one that Simply read for his hand pain was the Mind Body's Prescription.
Okay, so there's two.
But the Inner
Okay,
Game of Tennis is also really helpful to read, I would
got it,
say.
got it, got it.
I read it myself too, so
Yeah.
yeah, it's a good book.
Yeah, again, it's what Bordeaux recommended me last week, but
Yeah.
I did actually start reading it, like I said I would. See, I keep true to what I say. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's quite interesting. Yeah, if I get like really bad hand pain, I guess I can look that up. But Yeah, right
Yeah.
now I got to focus on not being a choke artist. That's the important thing.
That's hard.
It's so hard. Oh my god. And it still wasn't perfect. Like even though I got world record, there was some mistakes at the end. So
It's unfortunate.
I still need to read up. But I mean like it was really interesting. I like opened the book and I made it 43 pages in. So pretty good start, pretty good start.
Yeah.
But yeah, very interesting. So if anyone wants to have a better mental attitude about things, I guess, as someone who
The
has
endgame
horrible
things.
mental attitude about things, it works a little bit.
It does. It is actually really helpful. Like
Hmm.
I feel like for my book, the take or for my read of that book, like the takeaway for me and what I noticed was like after a while, after trying to apply like the things it said and all that kind of stuff, I noticed I got a lot less angry at the
Hmm.
game.
Yeah.
That's the main thing that helped.
Uh, the thing that helped me get less angry is there's now a hole in my wall.
Oh, that would
So,
help. Yeah.
yeah, that helped. But that's from a while ago. We've gotten better since. That was a few years ago, I think. So we're good. We're good. It's all about that mental improvement.
Yes.
So would recommend. Messed up my camera because I had to show the hole in my wall. Rip. Anyway, so did you just like stick with no LBLJ route until 15?
Uh, yes. So I
Interesting.
just never bothered to learn LBLJ. Um,
Interesting.
so yeah, I got that 15. Right after that, I ended up switching to console, um,
Hmm.
in January of 2021, and then I also switched to LBLJ route at that point too. And it took me a while. I don't really remember what I was even doing from like January to February, but like in March, I started. I feel like I think I started in February running LBLJ again. I'm not really sure what I was doing in January. January, I don't remember. But February, I started running LBLJ, and then I just kind of stuck with that for a long time,
Yeah.
until I got 16 record for the first time.
And when'd you get it for the first time?
It was November 10th, 2021, I think.
Wow.
I
Wow.
remember all the dates. It was
Yeah.
November 10th. It was 1455, which was a 1 second record at the time. The previous one was 1456.
Hmm.
Um, so that's the first time I got record, and that was actually an interesting month too, because I think 2 weeks after that I got a 1454, and then couple or it was like 4 weeks after that I got a 1448, or maybe like 5 weeks, like just over a month, and then yeah.
And then in between there, Ouija got a 1453. I do remember
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. At the start of December, that was my first time losing a record, and it felt kind of weird, but it happened.
Yeah, it does tend to happen. As someone who's lost hundreds, I understand.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
That is actually. I'm not ready. I don't think I'm ready. I'm probably ready for the feeling again, but I haven't lost a record since that time.
oh,
So it's probably
yeah,
gonna
wow.
happen again soon. Um,
Yeah, I
so
could.
I'm ready, but yeah,
It, it
it will
is
be a weird
it
feeling.
is always inevitable. That's the thing you have to remember. Just
Yes,
nothing you can do.
yeah. I've left my mark, so it doesn't matter.
There you go. That's the spirit right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, it's just fascinating how quick that is because I remember I forget exactly when the Salt video came out, but you know, the 16-star video he made in
Mm,
2021. Um, your name wasn't even. I don't think your
I was
name was.
not mentioned.
Yeah, because
Yeah, no, I was not even a part of that video in any capacity.
yeah, and then you were the next person to get the record, like the very
Yeah.
next one, which is wild.
I think it kind of like became relevant at top level like right before that video released, because when like a month before that video came out in July, I think I got the best sum of best in 16 star.
Hmm.
Like I think like a 1x, which is like 20 seconds off record at the time, or like 18 seconds, so it wasn't like really close. But I had the best sum of best, so like that's when I kind of when it became relevant, when that video came out, and
Yeah,
then after that I started to get really close.
yeah. Uh, if people see the little internet disconnects, I apologize. So I just gotta point that out every time. Classic staple
Yeah.
on the channel. But um, let's see. I'm trying to remember like that era. I mean, I should easily remember it. It was 2 years ago. It's not exactly a lifetime ago, but
It was a
yeah,
while. That was like the 16-star Twilight.
yeah.
I feel like that was the golden age when no one got 14, and then
Everyone
like
got 14.
yeah, no one had 14. No one could do it except Aki like a year prior, and then everyone was getting 14 like in the middle of that year.
Yeah, it was crazy how long that 14 lasted, and then all of a sudden, just like six
Hmm.
people have it. Fun.
Yeah, yeah. Now it's like 10, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
mean
10 people who have it now.
that's a lot of people.
Yeah,
Crazy. And then like they're all like at, well, most are at like high 14 range. Back
yeah,
then and now.
yeah. I'm pretty sure. Like back then, it was like May 2020. Aki got the first 14, and then it was like June when Kano got his, and then right after in July, Ouija and Slip got one, and then shortly after that, pretty sure I don't remember the date. Sometime in like November, December, Dowski got it, and then I got mine in September. So like, it went from like nobody to having it to like 5 people. Top five was 14, like in a flash.
Yep. Just a lot of activity.
Yeah, it was a lot of activity. It was the most active 16 period.
Ever? Well, top level.
Probably,
Yeah.
to be honest. Like, yeah, it was really active. It was crazy. That was the time that like Ouija was I don't know if you really how active you were, but like Ouija was getting really crazy like HMC exits and like split times in 16 star in like
Hmm.
June, July, August, and he kind of like pushed it forward in that way.
Hmm.
Um, I think his best HMC exit at one point was like 5 seconds faster than the second best from anyone else or something, or like six. It was crazy.
Damn.
Um, yeah, that was probably the craziest period for 16 star in terms of like how many people were competing at top level, I guess.
Hmm. Yeah, that was a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just remembered the record like kept getting broken. I mean, the video was
Hmm.
super interesting for that. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy. Um, but yeah, I remember it very vividly, like Aki's run standing, and then the Kano grind. That
Yeah,
was that was fun.
that kind of ground was crazy. I was so mad when I missed that record. I don't think I've seen any 16 record like live that wasn't mine,
I was gonna say you've seen the
unfortunately.
past few, I think, but
I mean, yes, I've seen the past few, but I don't
yeah.
think I've seen anyone live because like it's just like when I'm sleeping or like when
Oh,
I'm not
yeah,
home every time.
yeah, that's fair. Um, but yeah, and then of course the You Fool, I remember that,
Yeah,
and
I
then
might have been there. No, I wasn't there for that either, actually.
the Slip one. That's when the video ended.
Yeah, the video ended on the slip one.
56. Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised. Obviously, I wanted to get in the video, but I'm kind of surprised when he made that because I feel like he kind of made that when it was like I hope I wish he like waited till it died down,
Mm,
but I guess it was just hype at the time, so he made the video.
yeah. Well, I'm
Um,
sure it was like in production already
no,
anyway.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It probably was in production pretty early.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure the slip run was like it happened after he started.
Yeah, like I mean, I don't know, I could ask him, but I think what triggered it is the Kano thing because
Yeah,
that's such a
probably.
good story.
That is a good story, actually. Then
Mhm.
now that I think about it, the stream unlimited that was insane,
Mhm.
especially at the time. Like now, it's like okay, it's been done, but like I feel like then, like that long of a stream was
Yeah.
just crazy.
Yeah, I remember like the Twitch recap, the short little recap
Mm,
they do at the end of the year. Kano was in it and I was like, "Yo, there he
yeah,
is." Even though I don't think he even had the record anymore at that point, but
yeah,
it was all about that grind, the Sigma
yeah.
grind
It
set. But
was one of
yeah,
the craziest grinds ever.
it is ridiculous how like yeah. I just think about him like because I remember like all the details, like how like unhealthy it is to do that. And it's like,
I
but
would never do that.
yeah,
That's
no.
I think it's I'm gonna be honest. I think it's just so dumb, but it's
Yeah,
cool to watch. Like
yeah.
it's
I mean,
completely ridiculous, but it is cool to watch. Like at one point he was sleeping on stream too.
hmm
Like he was everything, every moment of his life pretty much. He was just
yeah. Like I
doing
heard
shit.
this. There was a story like his doctor said you need to stop this for
Hmm.
your health or
Yeah,
whatever. And like he would always have his room shown, and it was just a mess. And I'm just like,
yeah.
how do you do this, man? It
I
paid
don't know.
off though. Paid off.
I mean, it did. He got world record.
He did do it,
Yeah.
and yeah, he was the first after Aki too. So
He
massive.
broke that block or that barrier for like a lot of people. I think
Yeah,
when he got that, that was pretty major,
massive Cano
pretty
W.
crazy.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. I don't. I'm glad that video came out because I didn't know too much early history, but now I feel like I know so much about what's happened recently. It like
Yeah,
really got me into it. Even though I
I
watched
feel
it plenty, but that like really helps. Like, wow, this is a spectacle though.
yeah, yeah. It was definitely a really good video. I do wish that in that video, one thing I do wish he did was like I think near the end he kind of like didn't talk enough about like the new strats, like Salt Class, Fly Goddess, especially Salt Class.
Mm,
That is what kind of motivated I feel like 16-star runners a lot, like the bigger 16-star push when that was found because that made Canless so much more bearable, and that's kind of like I feel like a big reason of why all those new 14s came along because Aki was still doing it with OG class, right? Which is a lot less consistent.
mm-hmm.
I think you know the difference. Like OG class is where you just like fucking run off and pray. Basically, you can get better at it, but yeah. And then
Wow,
Salt class is the sort of lineup that makes it 55% consistent or something, like just over
that's
50%
significant.
consistent.
Yeah,
And it's slightly slower, but like that made it so much more bearable to grind 16-star. And I think without that, like we would not have gotten 14 like these times. We would probably still be in the 5x range.
yeah.
Maybe I don't know, but yeah,
So Aki was doing OG. Wow.
yeah,
I thought, yeah. I guess you
yeah,
have to, but wild.
yeah. I mean that's what all the only choice he had. I think Salt Class was like discovered slightly before Aki got 14. No, it wasn't.
Mm,
Maybe I don't know. I don't remember. But yeah, it's crazy. I still think it's crazy that he got that with a G class. Although I mean, with enough attempts just thrown at the wall, it would happen, of course.
yeah, but like that's just an absurd strat, I guess.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
Like no matter how good you are at it, it's basically just praying.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's wild. The canonless setups, well, modern day. Like I can't even do texture, so that's my frame of reference on like difficulty of canonless.
yeah,
So all the newer stuff is just wild to me. But yeah, and then were there any like other like major things between the video and now, or was it all just like
um,
optimization?
yeah. There are a few major things. I don't think there's any strat. Oh no! After the video came out, like a couple months after, there was chip clip, which was like
Oh, okay, that came out after.
huge because that was a task time save too. Um,
Mm,
I don't know if you know the story, but it was Chip Groove.
yeah.
He just like discovered that you could just fucking clip through there with like punching,
Hmm.
and it like sort of was precise, but it ended up being pretty easy, and that ended up saving like zero point 0.7 seconds. Um, and that was in October. I think it was October 6th of 2021, and that was like pretty huge. I think I got the 1455 with that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then after other than that, like there was a lot of optimizations too. I'm trying to think. I mean, there was Salt Flip was a big
The
one.
Dark
I don't,
World thing.
yeah, the Dark World like alternate route, I guess, which saves zero point 0.7.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't new. It had already been done in a run before and it had already been discovered a while ago, but like nobody was really maining it and like pushing like no one believed in it, I guess, yet.
Yeah.
Until like it was March and then I decided to implement it and other than that like it was just go faster.
Go
That's kind of the
fast.
thing with 16 star. What happened is like people didn't really find new strats, but like people just went faster and saved time everywhere. Like if you look at the record, like if you look at like the 1459 versus like now,
Mm-hmm.
you may be wondering like where's all this time saved coming from? Because like obviously there's less mistakes,
Mm-hmm.
but on top of that, it's just like every corner, every little movement, every jump, everything is just like so much more tightly optimized, like taken so much more aggressively. Like
Yeah.
the gameplay is so much more aggressive and just crazy and optimized for time save now. And that's kind of what happened and what pushed it was just like, okay, we don't have any strats, we're just gonna fucking go. And I think the person that really like was in front of that and like started that was Ouija,
Mm-hmm.
because Ouija like when he was faster than everyone else, he was so much faster than everyone else in 16 star. Like every single star he'd be saving half second or third of a
Mm-hmm.
second or quarter of a second. Every single star, and that shit adds up so fast. And then like I kind of caught up to him, and that yeah, and then I just got pushed lower and lower, just optimizing everything.
Yeah, he's really like good at going fast in the movement
He
department. It's kind of wild.
I think I just want to talk about this for a
Yeah,
second.
yeah.
I think people don't actually understand how fucking crazy Ouija is.
Yeah.
Like I have this is the only I feel like he's the only person who has ever pushed me to like really go fast. He I mean there's been other like people in like slight ways, but he's like the major one. Like I've downloaded all of his golds. That's what I did in 2021. I downloaded all of his gold and just retimed every single star he did. And I'm just like, what the fuck? This guy is beating my XCAM PBs on every star. And this is a couple years ago. And like with 70, what he's doing now, I've done the same thing. And it's like, he is so much faster.
Mm-hmm.
And he just like, he cares a lot about those optimizations because he cares a lot about those split times. And it's like, I don't know. He's crazy. Like I don't know how to put into words like or explain how much faster or like how good he is, but he's so good at optimizing things and like actually applying it in runs.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's just fucking fast. I don't know.
Yeah. But
He cares a lot about that.
it's hard to find that balance because I feel like if you go for all of the optimizations, you're gonna have less like deeper runs go.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like there's kind of a side effect of that because like he does all these crazy optimizations and like strats too, but like mainly like just optimizations.
Mm-hmm.
And like what he'll do is like he'll get this crazy run. He'll get it quite deep, but like he'll definitely like try to start to lose steam, and he's problems like not like slowing it down because when you're later in the run,
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot harder to do that crazy like optimized gameplay. Um, and I feel like that's kind of it's like it's a strength and a weakness at the same time. But
Mm-hmm.
like if you clutch it out, it's a strength.
Yeah,
But it hasn't
fair.
happened yet where you like clutch out that crazy run. At least in 70 star. But like yeah, he's just so fast. And I don't know. He got me to start practicing like some 70 stars and stuff, and like after actually doing them, it's like okay, I can see how he did this, but the fact that he did all that in a run and nailed it and did it this fast, like everywhere, is like crazy. It's just I don't know.
Yeah.
He's insane. I've never been like I've never gotten the motivation to just fucking optimize that heavily like he has, but yeah,
Yeah. Crazy to think
Ouija's
about.
really good.
He is really good. I would say that.
I don't think I just I don't know. I don't feel like people understand. Like they see the faster split times and they don't understand what goes into that, but he's fucking insane.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of people do, but yeah, there are a lot of casuals that are just like, ooh, pretty good, I guess. But it's like,
Yeah,
no, like holy fucking shit.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
insane.
yeah, definitely. But trying to think about you were talking about chip clip. You said that was a task save too. Task didn't even know about that.
Yes. So
Wow.
like Tasters did not know about that. That like it was just a like a speedrunner. He was just playing around in the practice ROM and he found a task time save, which is just unheard of. Like,
Yeah,
and it's
that's
so simple too. Like that was already done in JRB pretty much. The execution is different and like the specifics are different because obviously if it was as easy as the JRB one, it would have been found years ago. But that was like huge for tasks. I think it ended up saving zero point 0.7 or something in the tasks, And then there's a variant that ended up saving like 2 seconds over the original strat.
What?
So like it
Wow.
was huge. And then I think you swim through that tunnel multiple times in the task, so it saved like
Oh
a
yeah,
shit
yeah,
ton. So yeah, that was a pretty big discovery. And
yeah.
then yeah, there was
Wow.
soft flip implemented. Also, one big thing was perfect BLJs in 16-star records
Mm-hmm.
became like standard.
Yeah.
That was a huge thing for optimizing them and like getting like pushing the times down. Because I started to become super consistent at BLJs like in 2021, and then like it was just standard to get just instant catch, just fly through the door,
Mm-hmm.
long jump up the steps, fly up 2 bits. Like it was just standard to get that, and like on average, that's just a huge time save. So that was also a big contributor to like the optimization.
Yeah. It always felt like BLJs were like this RNG factor of the run, and now it's just like,
Yeah,
yep, it's
they're not.
yeah, it's
They're
not,
not.
not at all.
It's not luck. If you
No.
mess up BLJs, it's your fault.
Yeah. I mean,
Um, yeah,
yeah.
it is
When
your
I say it
fault.
feels like it doesn't mean it is. I'm just saying that's what it
Yes,
looked like
it's
before
extremely
compared to now.
precise.
Yeah.
It's probably like I don't know. It's so fucking hard, and I feel like with BLJs, at least for me, I sound like I'm like just complaining or like I can't take accountability. But for me, if I don't have perfect button pads, it's infinitely harder because the
Mm.
rhythm is like inconsistent for BLJs, and it's in such a small window that like if your buttons don't like have the perfect like spring and like click to them, it's so much harder. Because BLJs are not a consistent rhythm. Like if you wanna stick to the steps, it's like inconsistent.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be really really like precise with your mashing, and it's very very hard and very annoying.
Fascinating. Yeah.
But yeah,
Like I know where you start it needs to be at a certain location, and then yeah, the rhythm has to be perfect. You can't drop anything. And it's wild. Like I just long jump and then mash and pray, man. And that's how you do it. I don't know what the hell
that
you're doing, man.
yeah,
It's,
it's so hard. It's
yeah.
so hard. BLJs are like BLJs are consistently something that I'm frustrated with, just because like they're always so difficult.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah,
and there's so many of them.
yeah.
Sometimes depends. Is like the lobby BLJ a lot easier than the stairs?
Oh yeah, it's not even close. It's
Okay,
so much easier.
that's interesting because from someone like learning the game, they would say the opposite, right?
Oh yeah,
It's
absolutely. Just to execute it,
mm-hmm.
like not perfectly. Yeah, the BLJs with the stairs are way easier, and just to do it once, but like to do it consistently, the lobby BLJ like it's infinitely easier because there's no like super precise part of it,
Mm-hmm.
really. But it's harder to do. It's harder to do once and to learn it, but to do it consistently, it's easier. And there's a lot of things like that in the game. Like
Yeah.
yeah,
It's just it's interesting that at a top level that reverses. It's just funny to think
yeah.
about. Um, but another thing wasn't I don't think Aki did the long jump in bits, right? That was
No.
like a
Oh
newer thing
yes.
too. Yeah.
Oh, I completely forgot about those two things. There's
Mm-hmm.
actually two things in bits that
Ooh.
say like 3 seconds combined. So like mid 2021, it was something like that. Like Kano started, or there this runner. I think their name is a Japanese runner. Tanaka came up with like an RTA task long jump setup. So that was the long jump that the task did in bits to like skip the first little section, I
Mm-hmm.
guess. And it saved a cycle, and a cycle is 1.4 seconds. So like
Damn.
they come up with a setup, and then Kano started to like play with that setup, and he came up with his like own sort of variant, and
Mm-hmm.
he started to get it somewhat consistent, and like he started putting that into 0 and 1 star. He wouldn't usually go for it in 16-star, but like he started
Mm-hmm.
to get that consistent, and like I remember when that was happening, there were people in my chat being like, "Yo, Kano's like doing cast long jump, like he's practicing it right now, and he's getting it." And I'm like, "You're lying, like you're just
You're
lying."
lying.
You're a chatter. You're lying.
You're a
You're
chatter.
talking because okay. The reason why I thought that too was because people would call. There's another strat you can do there where you do a long jump and a wall kick and a ledge grab,
Oh
and
yeah,
like that
yeah.
gets the same cycle as Manamo, and people would call that task long jump, and I'd be like, okay, you're talking about this, like that's not new. But I went on his stream and it's like, oh yeah, he actually is saving 1.5 seconds right here. He's doing it like almost every time. and like
Damn.
that took a while to get implemented in 16 star. Like that was like I don't know, it was summer of 2021, and um, I think the first record in 16 star that did it was in the next year, like it was August 2022 when I got a 1443. But like that was a huge time save, and
Mm.
then on top of that, I don't know when this was discovered. I don't know when people started doing it because like it was something that was done in 2020 at the very earliest, and actually 2020, 2019 maybe. I don't know. It's I don't know. I have no idea the timeline, but like there's an ending in bits where you like triple jump over this gap
Oh
after
yeah,
right side,
the
and then
ultimate.
you long jump off the pole. Yeah, ultimate
Hmm.
ending, and
Yeah.
like that started to become more common. And those two things combined ended up saving 2.8 seconds or 3 seconds basically
Damn.
in bits, which is a huge time
That's
save.
yeah, that's so much.
It's so much, and those two things are so hard. When I implemented those two things, it made me want to quit so many times. Like
Mm.
it was so fucking hard to get consistent. It's crazy. And now it's less of a problem, but then it was like months and months of just I would go into practice and I just can't hit it. I just can't hit it today. I just can't do this today. And the next day would be the same thing. It's just like I can barely hit this. How am I ever supposed to hit this in a run? And that was like
Hmm.
a huge mental block, pushing it from like 1448 was the record in December 2021, and then I wasn't playing the whole time. I like did 70 star in between there, but like 8 months it took me, or 7 months,
Hmm.
to get another 16 star PB. And a big part of that was just Taz long jump and ultimate. I just couldn't fucking hit it. Like it's so hard.
Yeah,
But yeah,
like both are hard, and you have to do
yeah.
both, and your
Hmm.
movement in between the two has to be fast enough so you can make the cycle later to do
Not
that
only
strat.
yes, not only
It's
does it have to be fast enough, it can't be too fast. That is why it
yeah,
was hard.
also that.
Because if you could just like fucking go, just send it, it would be fine.
Send
But
it.
you have to like be super mindful of like every little time loss you're getting. If you get to the first initial platform like earlier and you jump off of it earlier, okay, you're a little bit ahead. If you do it a little later, okay, you're a little bit behind. You gotta go a little faster. If you get a little bit of dust, it's like, oh shit, I gotta speed up. And then like if you take this like the corner, you know the where you jump dive after the triple. I don't know how to explain it.
Hmm.
You just have to like really think about how fast you've gone and like adjust accordingly, and it's really hard for that for ultimate ending.
Hmm.
And yeah, it's really hard.
Yeah, it's
But that was
wild.
a huge part of 16 star time save was that.
Yeah, I mean, what, 4 seconds almost? Massive. That's
Three,
yeah, three.
but
I mean, that's still
yeah, a
that's so
lot.
much.
It's a
That's so
lot. Four
much.
or three, it's a lot. One, it would be a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah.
One, holy shit, but a three? Whoa. Insane. But
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, I have hit task long jump before. I've done it.
good job,
Yeah,
good
thank you,
job.
thank you.
Yeah,
No setup, of
you're cracked.
course. I'm so cracked, man. But no, I wouldn't ever be able to take advantage of it or hit it consistently. I can confirm it's really fucking hard, and I don't understand it really,
It's
because you
stupid,
have to
dude.
like long jump this perfect angle and then like get to the left of the pole when it's facing
Hmm.
you kind of, and then you kind of go through it because the ways you bonk, it's so weird.
It's really annoying.
It's
And I'm
so
pretty sure in
wild.
Task Long Jump, there's like a dead spot. Like
Mm.
on the long jump, like you can long jump before this spot and after the spot and to the side of the spot. But if you long jump on this spot, you pretty much can't hit it.
Interesting.
At least I think so. I don't know. I might be wrong, but yeah.
What's the
If I if,
result if you jump from there?
you just like don't make it. You just bonk on the wall under the pole that you walk on. Usually, you just
Oh,
bonk on the
okay,
wall under it.
got it.
It's like this perfect in between spot of like you have less height, but you're farther forward, but you have less height,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and like
yeah.
it's just I don't know, it's weird, but yeah.
That strat is crazy.
Hmm.
Like even me, like I'm like, wow, this is crazy. But then you talk about it, it's like, wow, it's like super insane crazy. Like, oh, why do people do this? That kind
Yeah,
of shit.
it's annoying.
Yeah, I mean, like it definitely sounds like a 0-1 star thing just because of how short it is.
Yeah, it was
But
done there first.
but then like bring that into 16 and it's like Jesus Christ, man.
Mm-hmm. And I
Uh,
mean, one of these times it'll be done at 70 to clutch a 1 second record.
yeah, it
I mean,
could.
I almost did
Yeah,
that actually, but I
yeah,
I
I could
fucked
see
it
it.
up because it's fucking hard.
Shocking. It's hard? No
Shocking. I fucked it
way.
up 45 minutes in.
No.
Whoa. Yeah.
L. Rip Bozo,
Yeah.
dude. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's just crazy to think about all those strats. It's like, oh, what we're talking about is like 30 seconds of the run. Everything else is kind of hard too. By the way,
Yeah.
um, trying to think like, I mean, obviously there's like like every star has something like ridiculously hard about it, which is the
Yeah.
crazy thing.
Now in 16 star, I feel like there's like a hard trick in every single star,
Like,
pretty much.
yeah, we just kind of
Like,
talked about the new things, but I mean, like the old things are hard too.
mm,
Obviously, it's funny.
yeah, it's crazy.
Like, oh no, I mean, to you, Owless is free probably, but like that's
Mm.
hard,
It's
right?
hard. Like you don't talk about it a lot because like it's been done for so long. But like
Mm,
now
but it's hard.
it's still a star that I'll be like. Some days I'll just be like, oh, this sucks. I can't do
Hmm.
this. Why can't I do this? What am I doing wrong? And
Hmm.
some days it'll be like, I don't even think about it.
Yeah, and
But
then
like every star is like that, really.
and clipping into the pyramid and SSL,
Mm.
like
Oh yeah,
you have
pillars
to
can be
frame perfect
annoying as
bomb
shit
grab
too.
and shit too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, and now, oh, okay, another new strat between then and now was the Sandland, the
Oh, Fly
kick.
Guys.
Yeah, flag guyless. Thank you. That's the name.
Yeah, so that was already done in it's like the Summoning Salt video, like that was already done at the time. But
Hmm.
since then, people started doing a different ending of it that saves like half second, where you don't do any kicks. You just like
Oh yeah.
land higher and just jump dive off. So that was like half second. And then, I mean, other than that, there's also in LLL when you do lava boost,
Hmm.
the ending. It's called pole skip, where you just like don't touch the pole. I guess you just like jump around it, and it's really really hard.
Oh yeah.
But it saves half second. And then there's also the faster emergency exit strat, where you do like a speed kick triple jump instead of just like a slow one, I guess. And it's also really hard, and it saves like 0.4.
Hmm.
Um, I think that's it for strats since then.
Okay,
But
yeah.
yeah,
But even the
pretty
strats then,
crazy.
pretty crazy too. You're just adding more bullshit on top of bullshit. Just a mountain of
Yeah,
bullshit. It's
it is
crazy.
really just a mountain of bullshit now.
True. I mean, God. I'm just thinking like every star I could think of. Just like, yep, there's that ridiculous bullshit in it.
Yeah.
But I mean, at least for the shorter categories, there's like no RNG at all, right? Except for like Rolling Rocks,
Amps.
I guess. Yeah, I guess amps, but
Amps in Dark World can make you lose time. In Fire Sea, if you suck, it can make you lose time. And in
well,
Bits, if you get really, really unlucky. Actually, no, Bits, there's no RNG now because Task Long Jump avoids it.
mhm,
Um, I said if you suck in Fire Sea. The thing that sucks about that is like it's optimal to get in the or like go in the path of the amp,
mhm.
but if you get unlucky, you're fucked.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know, it sucks.
Mhm. So you
But
either
that's
have to
about
like
it.
take the time loss to avoid it or just take the optimal route and pray.
Yes, exactly.
Got it.
And it's pretty rare, but even if you like take the optimal route and like go in the way of it, but like it can happen and it is really annoying. Um,
Especially that late.
but
Yeah.
yeah, and in 16 star, like there's the Rolling Rocks RNG that can lose you almost a second,
Mhm.
which sucks when it happens. There's also this isn't RNG, but the MIPS clip, you can get like the instant punch through
Yeah.
the door where you like grab them at the same time. That isn't RNG, but it's pretty out of your control. Like it's not out of your control, but it's so precise that like it's random kind of.
Yeah.
Uh, and that can sometimes happen. But that's not really RNG.
Yeah,
But other
yeah.
than that, it's like that's it.
It's just funny to think about like, even 16, like you play a chunk of the game. It's not like 0 where you just kind of just okay, bye, but like and then you
Yeah.
think of 120, it's like even 70, it's like there's so much more RNG. because you have to start
Yeah,
worrying
yeah,
about
there's a lot
them
more.
coins. Haha.
Yeah, coins are evil.
Coins are
70
evil.
isn't that bad, but
Yeah, that's
120 is
nice.
like, ugh.
Ugh,
You can
yeah.
lose like half a minute or more to RNG in your run.
Yeah. What, like, what is it? Retro World Hundo in 70 is like the major one.
I'm gonna be honest. This might be like a hot take. It's not that bad.
Oh, okay.
I actually don't think it's that
I
bad.
did see you
Like,
get the world record at pace, so.
yes. I don't know. People hate that star. I think that they like sometimes they can screw you, but it's like it's kind of rare. It's kind of rare. You can usually still do it pretty quickly
Hmm,
with bad RNG,
I
but
see.
I mean sometimes you'll just get fucked. Um, but yeah, I don't think that star's that bad.
All
But
right.
like in 120, you can lose like 10 plus to POB 100, SSL 100. Like
Hmm.
SSL 100 at the beginning, you're probably gonna lose 5 seconds.
Yeah, yeah.
Or like HMC 100, you're probably gonna lose at least 5 seconds to RNG on
Hmm.
most runs. And
BOB
like
Hundo at the
SL,
end. Yeah.
BB 100 is so annoying. I
Yeah.
hate that star. I hate it so much. I did like 2 10-hour streams of like BB 100, just trying to get a good time because the RNG just doesn't cooperate. It's so
No,
bad.
it's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are like the problematic 70s star spots then in those
Uh,
terms?
in terms of RNG,
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, there's. Let me just try to think. Well, TTC has RNG, like
Like the
the
Hundo.
100 coin,
Yeah.
but if you get safety red, you probably won't like deal with it.
Mm,
Like it's
yeah, yeah,
probably
yeah.
fine.
How
But if
much
you if
time
you don't
loss
get,
is safety red?
I have no idea.
Okay, well,
It's
fair enough,
like
fair
it's
enough.
less than 2 seconds. It's less than 2 seconds. I know that,
Yeah,
but like I can't tell you the exact number.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it's like not really TDC, not really Rainbow Ride. HMC, you have Rolling Rocks still.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, it, SL's nothing. There's nothing in TTM. There's nothing in DHI.
Hmm.
There really isn't much. Like I
That
can't think of anything. Oh, Womps 100 has like the blue coin. Could be annoying.
okay, yeah.
But that'll lose you a max of like a second, or it'll just kill your run because it'll just fucking fly off the edge, which is really funny. I love when that
Hmm.
happens.
At least that's
Um,
early enough where it's not
yeah,
too
at
big a
least
deal.
it's early, so it's not too bad. Other than that, I don't think there's RNG. I mean, there's Dark World amps too, but that's in every category.
Hmm.
But that's it for RNG, I think.
Yeah. It's nice that like every category except 120 has like not a lot of RNG.
Yeah, it's
That's
pretty
really good.
minimal.
Yeah, that
Pretty minimal.
because as someone who hates RNG personally, that's really good.
Hmm.
I love hearing that. But
Dude, RNG though, I like RNG in a lot of stars, like X camming, Watch Out 100. It's so thrilling because like when you get good RNG, it's like oh shit, I gotta go. It's on
uh,
me now.
yeah.
Like I
Uh,
kind of like RNG for that, but like yeah, it's really fucking annoying too.
there's something interesting about like watching it, I guess,
Hmm.
because it's like, oh, here it comes, oh, and then there's like
Hmm. Yeah,
suspense behind it, and then maybe a payoff after it. But
it's more
as like the
exciting.
person, it's more like fuck if it goes
Yeah,
wrong.
it's
It's like,
it's annoying as the person for sure.
yeah, so it's like I don't know. That's my stance on it, I guess.
Yeah, it's annoying, but it's exciting. So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, pros and cons.
Literally gambling. True.
Yeah, it's literally dude. Wet Draw 100 is so gambling, but it's so fun.
Uh-oh. You will win. Gamble. No, but goddamn. Yeah, so it's nice knowing that all the categories I run have like minimal RNG. Very good, very good.
Hmm.
Can't wait to try 120 someday and get well,
And then
I guess at
cry.
the level I would be at, I wouldn't really care that much. But
Yeah.
at like world record level, it's like, oh, well, fuck my life. So
Hmm.
it's like a difference there, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm yawning. I'm excited to do 120 to experience the RNG because I think RNG is just I don't know. It's really thrilling. I won't have the same stance on it when I lose Ron and Tippy to SL coins fucking off, but
Hmm.
like I don't know. It just seems really exciting to get good RNG.
Yeah, it could be fun, could be painful. Don't know until it happens, I guess. It's wild.
Hmm.
So try to circle back to timeline sense. I know you talked about, your first record was 1455 and 16 star, and then
Yeah,
54, and then Ouija got
yep.
53, and then you just went straight to 48
Yeah, we straight to 48
Lamau,
in December, and
which
then after
is
that,
wild.
I did 70 for like 3 months.
Hmm.
Um, and then I went back to 16. And I got 1443 in August 2022, and I got down to 1441 in December, and
And
then
then
after that, I got the 1435 in March.
the run of legends, as they
Yeah,
say. Yeah.
that run was so dumb.
Yeah.
Like that run, every time I think about that run, I'm like, I could beat this run, and I think back to it, it's like, I can still beat this run, but I don't want to.
No,
Like,
like,
I don't know. That run is like the only run I've ever had where I'm just like, I'm satisfied. Like I feel satisfaction looking back on it.
yeah, like
Like I
nothing
know I can
really
beat it.
went wrong though.
No, like there's those little mistakes, and like I mean, if I didn't make those mistakes, maybe I could have like a 1432 or a 33 if I just like went really fast or something. But it's just like, what do I
Okay.
get out of that?
Nothing.
It's like, okay, I could be a billionaire, like whatever, you know.
Be a billionaire, or you could be a
You could
billionaire
be a billionaire with a million more
with
dollars.
a
Like
million
I
more
don't
dollars.
care.
What's the fucking difference at that
Yeah,
point? Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, like you have everything in that run, really. Like
Yeah, well,
even
there's a
the
couple
like
strats I didn't do,
yeah,
but
but you even have the like MIPS thing. That's crazy.
that is what makes the run crazy. Because that run was like a second off my best split out of HMC, and then I just saved that time with MIPS, and then it was my best run.
Huh.
Like, and the
Wow.
best run when I got that MIPS punch. Like that run. That the interesting thing about that run too is like that end game, like post HMC was the best ever
Yeah.
by over a second. Post Fire C was the best ever by
Hmm.
like a half second or something, and it's in that run.
Yep.
So it's like,
It's like everything you could ask
uh,
for, just right
yeah, no
there.
complaints.
No, I mean, for the longest time, you were 15 seconds ahead of second place, which is
Yeah,
wild.
yeah, that only changed recently. That I don't know, dude. I don't know what happened, but like I broke. It wasn't like Kana when he got 58. I got 48, and I broke like my mental block for 4x. Kinda, actually, not really. It took me a really long time to beat it again.
Yeah.
But like, it seemed like there was still that block there for everybody else, and then Slip
Mhm.
finally got it.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Yeah,
I know, dude.
exactly.
Thank
Holy
God. Like,
shit.
oh my God.
Been
Like,
waiting for months, man.
yeah. I feel like I feel like the second Ford X should not have taken as long,
No,
but it did. It happened, and now their leaderboard looks a little more normal.
it
Um,
is a little more normal. And his
but
4x
yeah,
was massive too. Like
dude,
40 sub 45, dude.
I'm so happy he got that because if he got like a 49 for his first 4x, he would have been fucking depressed because it would have
Yeah.
felt like shit. Like, but no, that was huge,
No, that was an
huge.
absolute clutch. We
Yeah,
love to see it.
we love to see the clutch,
Oh my God. Clutch box.
clutch
Clap.
fox. That's for the yeah. I can't believe I clutched that run, dude. Like
Yeah.
every time I think about that run, I'm like, I can't believe I fucking did that.
No.
Like, it's just like, how did I keep it together? You know, I don't understand.
Yeah.
But I did, and I clutched it out, I
Yeah.
guess.
I remember at Pace last year, uh,
Hmm.
we were in a car. You were talking about like, man, if I had like a perfect run, it'd be like a 1436. I was
Yeah,
like,
no, I
yeah,
had the
okay,
mid punch.
okay, man,
Yeah,
whatever you say, and then fucking just beat that. Why don't you?
yeah.
Crazy.
Also, it was too much prior at the same place. It was Glitch Regen, which is at the same like venue and stuff.
Hmm.
I was eating like morning breakfast and like talking to Cheese about like 3x, and I'm like, if I played perfect, I could get like a 1435, like realistically.
Hmm.
Is what I told him, and he's like, nah. He's like,
Nah, bro.
nah, there's no
Nah.
way. And then I did it like 6 months after
Hmm. Yeah.
that run was yeah. That run is a fucking fluke. Like I can't lie, that run is a fluke. I'm awesome because I clutched it, but like I can't believe I got that because that was I came back to 16 after a few months, and that was like stream number 3,
Hmm.
and I was like, I just got it. It just happened.
It. Yeah, it kind of just happened. Like,
Hmm.
just as perfect as you can really ask for. Obviously, it's not,
Yeah,
but like,
it's not. No, it's gonna be beaten.
it'll
It's
it
not
can never be
unbeatable.
perfect, but
It can never be perfect.
it's like
Yeah.
essentially as perfect as you can ask for.
If I
And
grinded 16 for a year, I would probably beat it.
yeah,
Maybe.
but
Or I could choke for a year. That could also happen, which is
yeah,
also why I'm like, I don't really want to. I don't really want to run
you
against
don't
this because like
you have no reason to like
I have no reason. Yeah, if
yeah
someone beats it, honestly, I feel like
yeah
at that time, I'll either be like, I want to beat this, but I'll also likely be like, you can have it.
yeah.
You know?
GG, you win.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I don't know how I'll feel if that
yeah.
happens.
I
So
mean, I think we'll have honestly like a couple years, maybe.
that's possible.
It's
Yeah.
possible. Like it's hard to predict. Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make any solid prediction. It's impossible to do that,
Mhm.
but like it just seems like it's so good that
It's hard to
it could stand a
imagine.
while.
It's so hard to predict things because like people can just choke forever.
Yeah, people could
Really.
choke forever, or people could like you just did. Just oh, here's a 14 fucking 35
Yeah,
Lamau.
it could just happen.
Hmm.
Like if I just quit the game after 1448, it would have been record until like a week ago,
Yeah,
which is
which
like
which is
no one would have
already
thought that.
crazy. Like that's a long-standing record already. If that
Yeah,
is the reality we had,
yeah,
that's actually wild to think about.
yeah. So
It's
that
crazy how
that
long
is
that took.
probably that is my magnum opus, and it will
It
be for a
really
long
is.
time.
Yeah, yeah. And then yeah, like I mean, so many people obviously have like the sum of best for it. Like so many people
Hmm.
could, but it's so
I
unlikely.
I think only Ouija can right now, to be
Mm.
honest.
I mean, that's fair.
I right now I don't think there's anyone else who's actually capable. Like they could get there, but right now it's just Ouija.
Hmm.
Like you have to be so optimal too,
Yeah,
and yeah, it's hard. It's
it's
hard.
hard.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
I mean,
It's a
you're right
really good
about
one.
that. I would call it hard personally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. So after destroying 16, it was time for some other things, right?
Actually, um, it was like January. I quit the game for like a month. I actually put away
Hmm.
my console. I didn't turn it on for almost a month in
Damn. All
like
right.
January 2023. Like, and then I came back and I decided I'm gonna do 1 star. So in
Hmm.
February, I started doing 1 star. I already kind of tried 1 star before this, but like this is when I started to like really commit.
Hmm.
And then I got a 704, which was like a new record in February. And then a month later, in March, it was like March 15th. I think I beat it by a second. I got a 703. The next day, I got the first sub 7 like
Hmm.
minute barrier. Um, and I got a 658. And then that's when like I was like kind of done with 1 star, so I went back to 16 star. I started a bronze in a few days from then, and then I got the 1435
Hmm.
like right after that. That 7 day period, I got a 703, 658, and 1435. Like
Wild.
yeah, that 1 star run was also really good, but it was nothing like it.
Oh yeah.
Like the 1 star run, it was I didn't make any big mistakes, but like every area that run was like the part of the run that it shared with 16 star was not as clean,
Hmm.
which is crazy. Like
That is wild to think about.
yeah. But yeah, and then after 35, I did 0 star and I got record in that, and that's the first time I had 3 out of 5.
Hmm.
Like the short categories, and then I got 70 a
Yeah.
few months later,
Mhm.
and then we're here.
We are here. It's crazy how hard 0 star is at that point.
0 star, 0 star is such a chokeable category. I don't know what it is, but I cannot stop choking in that category.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, it's so hard. It's so mentally destroying. Like the difference between 1 star and 0 star is huge, just because
Yeah.
of DDD skip. And then like I don't know. I feel like 0 star is like the hardest category I've ran.
Yeah.
Like it's I don't know. Is it hard to get world record in that other category? I don't know. But like mentally, I'm in such a worse spot in 0 star than running like 16 star, 70 star, or something like that. Like 0 star is so hard.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah. that's it's a category.
It
It's one
is.
of them.
Yeah, one of the categories of all time. But
Yes.
yeah, it's great. Well, especially the strat you do specifically is like so ridiculous.
It's so annoying, dude. Oh god. Fuck that category, man.
Yeah. Like,
Fucking that it should be deleted, to be honest. Like it's so stupid. I hate it.
well, unfortunately, it's any percent, and you kind of need an
Yes.
any percent, so nothing you can do. Unfortunate.
Zero Star is really thrilling though. It's got that going for it. When you hit that DDD skip, it's like, oh fuck, it's
Oh,
hype. It's so hype.
yeah. But yeah, like knowing how hard like the 0 star DDD skip is, like the current strat,
Mhm.
it's like, yeah, no wonder it's like so hard to finish run because you rarely get to go into even fire C. And it's like, okay,
Yeah.
this is like, a 1 in 1,000 chance right now. Here we go.
I feel like nerves build like the nerves build too quickly.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I feel like this is one thing that I've never related to, but like seems like to be a common like I guess thought or like I don't know. But people tend to say like long category nerves are way harder to deal with, and I haven't ran 120, so
Yeah.
I can't speak there. But I've ran 70, and it is way easier to deal with nerves in that category.
Mm.
It's not even close. Like I don't know. I find nerves in the longer category, like 70, way easier to deal with than like shorter category. Like the stress of a shorter category is way higher, and I don't know what it is, but
Mm.
like I find it so much harder to just play well.
Like the
I
less room you
guess.
have for error, the more like,
Yeah, and it's just like you weren't nervous 1 minute ago, and now you're at the end of the run. What the fuck are you supposed to do with yourself? Whereas
yeah.
70, it builds, which I guess is like a big part of the problem with that category that a lot of people have is like you've been nervous for so long, but I feel like the nervousness is so much less that it's just like a lot easier to deal with, in my
Mm.
opinion. In my opinion, everyone's gonna be different, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Like
everyone's gonna be different.
sometimes the category's so short that you just don't have time to get nervous. It's just like, oh,
I
I'm at the end. What the hell? It
yeah,
depends. Again,
I don't
everyone's
know.
different, but
I feel like people say I don't know. At least for me, people say like, "Oh, you don't have enough time to get nervous," or like, "It's so short, like you can't really get that nervous." But like, I don't know. I can get nervous
yeah.
in 10
I'm not
seconds.
saying that. I'm just saying for some people it could be like that.
Yeah,
Like,
like yeah, everyone's different,
yeah, yeah.
of course. But like when I had DD skip, like I feel like my body heat up. Like I feel like like a heat wave travel up and down my body. Like holy shit, and
Oh,
you know
damn, it's on.
it's on. Like I get to play the game now. So like yeah.
Yeah. It's wild. But yeah, I mean, not to hark on the, I guess, choking per se, but like I watch you get to like Bowser throws on like this insane 1x pace. I'm like, oh shit,
Yeah.
finally. And it's always the last throw, just somehow, like even ways I don't understand, miss.
It's just so much harder to control, and it's
Yeah.
also I've kind of built a mental block, and once
Yeah, I
I
mean, yeah.
break that, I'll be able to do it. But yeah, it's I don't know. Zero Star is so much harder to clutch out for me, and I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Like, I mean, you're good at Fire C, you're good at the BLJs. I've seen you get plenty of like ultimate bits. But there
I
was at
don't know.
least 2 times I was watching you and I was like, "Oh my god, here come the throws." And it was both times the last throw just did not work. And
Yeah, it's like
it's like,
I did
"Oh,
Zero Star. I'm a serial choker in Zero Star. I go to 70 star, and I'm clutch as fuck at the end. I'm
clutch as
so
fuck."
clutch.
Yes.
And then I go back to Zero Star, and I'm just fucking melts. It's just like, okay, is it me or is it the category just being like too short? And I think it's just I mean, it's obviously me. I'm having trouble handling it, but like the category is really hard for me to, or like
Yeah.
the length is just like the nerves build so fast. It's just I don't
Hmm.
know.
And again with
And the
how,
whole
yeah.
yeah, sorry, you go.
Yeah. Again with like the how hard that DDD skip is, like
Mm,
that's just an instant compound of so much pressure to now
it's
execute.
it's
It's
instant combat
unlike
with so much
anything else.
pressure, and then you also have to. The stress is so high because everything is so hard. You have to be focusing the whole time, and then you have to do BLJs right after that, which are insanely
Hmm.
precise and nerve wracking.
Yeah.
And then you hit that, and then you have to do I have to do Taz long jump now. Fuck me. And then I have to do Ultimate Sky,
Hmm.
and then I have to make sure I wasn't going too fast because then I'll just bonk and lose my run. and then I have to get into the pipe, and then I have to do 3 Bowser throws, and I also have to spin really fast. And it's just like, okay, that it's so much stuff. It's exhausting,
Yeah.
and it's just like it's hard to clutch out, but it's whatever. Eventually, like I kind of just stopped caring,
Mhm.
almost.
Yeah, I'm
Like I
actually.
still care,
Oh,
but I
sorry.
don't care.
Yeah.
Like it's not like the end of the world. Like
No.
I'm in it for the long haul now,
Yeah.
so whatever.
You're young. You got time, man.
Yeah,
I'm actually, yeah, curious. Someone asked, "What's your consistency with DDD skip?"
no idea.
No
It's
idea.
I have no idea. If I get the launch, I probably get through the wall, like the DDD wall, like 15% of the time.
15%.
If I get the launch, which it's
Yeah,
so
the
hard.
launch and you have to get a first try.
Yes, you have to get it first try. If you get a second try, you can still get like a 619. But if you get a 619 with second try, you will
Hate your
probably
life.
explode.
Yeah.
And so you need a first try.
Hmm.
And I don't know how consistently I get that. It's probably like a third of the time if I'm being generous.
Yeah.
Like combining those odds, if I do a 6 hour stream, if I get it once, cool.
Yeah.
And then I immediately choke and fire C. Like it's super hard.
Yeah,
It's the
but
hardest strat done in any category.
yeah. Like, I mean, I can't give a percentage, but you're saying like getting it next to the wall after, the BLJ and
Yeah.
you jump at the wall a few times. What did you say, 15% you actually skip DDD if you
Yeah,
had fails?
if I get through the wall, if I get through the wall with speed, I will skip like 50% of the time.
So that's 15% there. But getting to the wall is like 15% too.
Yeah, it's
So it's
fucking
like,
ridiculous.
I don't know.
But you can also think of it this way: I don't get a run 16 star of HMC every day, so it's
I mean,
like
yeah,
kind of the same thing. But
I
also,
guess.
the nerves don't. The nerves being like when you go into SVLJ, you're like it's like kind of an easy, but it's like whatever. I'm probably not gonna fucking hit this. And then when you hit DD skip, it's like the nerves build in literally a half second. And it's just
Yeah.
like what the fuck.
Yeah. It's just unlike anything else in that game. It's so interesting in that regard, but
Yeah,
I don't know. It's like crazy how much potential it has in comparison to the other categories, but that it's just that's how hard it is, that it's just so
mm,
ridiculously difficult to reach that level.
it's super hard.
Yeah, it's wild. I mean, at this point, it's like your biggest grind, at least recently.
Probably yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, recently yeah.
yeah, recently.
I don't know 16. I mean 16 star was my biggest grind,
Well, obviously, but I mean, like,
but
if
yeah,
we're
no,
talking overall, yeah, but like,
yeah, like it's been a pretty big grind, and it's just like I don't know. I'll get it eventually, but I'm not like super. I'm not rushing it because what would happen? I was kind of like, okay, I just want to be done. I don't want to do this anymore. I hate this. I just want to clutch it out so I can quit and not do
yeah,
this. And that kind of is not a good mindset to have because then it's like you get even more nervous. You
yeah,
get even
you're like,
more
oh,
depressed when you lose the run because it's
mhm,
like fuck, I'm stuck. But now I'm like, okay, I can do this for months and I'm fine. Like I
yeah,
want this.
yeah, it's
I want to do this. I want to get on. And then when I get on, I can run ads. So like whatever.
well, fair enough. Yeah,
But
got to make that bank.
yeah, woo.
Yeah, so got 3 out of 5, and then got 70. So what 70 like?
La, I didn't do 70 for that long.
Yeah.
I practiced for like a couple weeks, did runs for like just under a couple weeks, got record, and then I did runs for like a couple more weeks, and then I haven't done it since. But I don't know. It's like I feel like it's just not as hard as the other categories for me,
Hmm.
just because of how long it is. Like I feel like the nerves are a lot easier to deal with.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't know. I feel like I can't really comment on 70. I feel like I'm not a 70 runner. It's so
As the
weird.
world record, not a
I know. I
70
feel like
runner.
I'm not a 70 runner. I just kind of got record. And I clutched out like one of my first runs that got to Tippy.
Mhm.
which is like kind of lucky also.
Yeah.
So like, yeah,
Well, I mean,
but
you got top
oh
5 really fast though, too,
yeah, well, I
like
was already
before.
top 5 for like
Yeah.
almost a year at that point. Um, and then
Well, I meant that run. Like you got that pretty
oh,
fast, and then
okay, okay,
later on,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, I feel like the record now is pretty good, but like it's definitely not the strongest record ever.
Yeah.
Um, Especially now, like Ouija can beat it by a lot, and then I feel like I do want to go back. I don't know. 70 is weird because I feel like no one cares.
Mhm.
Like, not no one, but like I feel like 70 is in such an awkward spot where it's like I would so much rather put the time into optimizing 120 or 16 or any other category. Like 70 is just in one of those spots where it's just like I don't care.
Mhm.
But I feel like I will go back to it and try to optimize it. And I mean, seeing what Ouija's doing, I'll probably like go on a big practice grind and try to catch up and maybe sort of and maybe try to exceed him, maybe do some extra strats,
Mhm.
um, and try to get like you can get a 46 1x, you can get a 45
Yeah.
technically, but also I don't know. Like I've had paces to get like a low 21 3x, no 21 2x actually upstairs, which
Mhm.
if you add that on to a 24-29, which is the best split time now, you would get a 45. But you
Mhm.
also have to clutch upstairs on a 24-29, so it's not gonna fucking happen anytime
No, yeah.
soon, right? Like you have to clutch upstairs. It's not like you just get a decent one because the best upstairs now is a 21-47, and it before that was a 21-58 in a run, and it's just like probably not going to happen anytime soon where someone clutches that. But like you get a 40 with 6-1x, and I think eventually I'll go back and try to optimize all my starts because I'm still pretty inexperienced at 70, like all things considered. I still don't know a lot of things about the stars. I didn't put a crazy amount of time into the newer stars compared to what I could have. So like I feel like I have a lot to go in that category, but I don't know
Mhm.
if I'll go back because I don't know if I care, but maybe I will.
I mean, I love 70 personally. It's like my favorite category to play. So it's
Yeah,
funny.
I don't know. I just think it's in a weird spot. Like if I want to play something long, then I'll do 120.
Mhm.
But also it's a lot of work. But like once I get good at 120, then it's like I don't know if I have a reason to do 70 because I feel like it's just kind of more boring. But
Yeah.
I don't know. My opinion will probably change on that. I don't know. I think it's in a weird spot.
Yeah.
Like now it's kind of active at top level, but that was not the case for the past 3 years, pretty much.
Mhm.
Like that is a recent thing. Um, so I don't know. Yeah, I feel like my 70 record is it's good, but it's just good. It's not like amazing, it's just good.
Yeah.
Um, and I feel like it has a lot of room to go.
I
But
just like
yeah,
fully expect to get beaten soon with how many people are
yeah,
at 70 in the top
it
level right
it'll
now.
probably get beaten soon. I just want it to get beaten so I can be sad for like a day and then I can get over it. Like and then
Mhm.
I can have motivation to run it again because I don't really have motivation to run it again, but I want
Yeah.
to because like I said all the things, but like I don't care. But like I kind of want to run it also. It's just
You
like I
secretly
don't
care.
know. I secretly care, but like I
Yeah.
kind of don't, and I kind of want to do 120 more, but I also kind of want to do 70. It's
Yeah.
weird, but yeah,
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, you have 4 out of 5 now.
yeah.
One more. What do you got to say to all
One
those
more.
5 out of 5 people?
It's not. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. To be honest, it's just
Really?
so much work. It's
I mean, yeah.
so much work to do 120. Like, and then I have to hold all the other records. Just like, okay, I could do that. I could be a hobbit and play Mario 12 hours a day and try to get 5 out of 5. But I could also not do that, and I probably won't. But
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know,
fair.
maybe.
Um, I mean, yeah, it really just depends on 120. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, all your other records are like really strong, not unbeatable, obviously, but
hmm There's
like,
they're solid. 70 little less solid, but it's still solid. Thing is with 70 is you can Tippy is so hard to clutch, dude. That
yeah,
like
yeah,
that record, like people are saying like it honestly it might not get beaten anytime soon. like I would say it probably will get beaten anytime soon, but people said that about 4659, and look how long that lasted.
Yeah.
4658 beat it, and then like look how long that lasted.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could just choke over and over and over again. But I feel like now 70's heating up, so it'll probably get beaten soon. But it also could not get beaten soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, like 70 least solid, but I could take it to like a 46 1x, but I don't know if I want to.
Mm-hmm.
And then 120 is just like I have to put in a lot of work. But I feel like once I get at 120, I feel like I can get every record in this game. I am capable
Mm-hmm.
if I put in the work. But that's the thing. That's everybody. Pretty much everybody's capable of anything if they put in the work. But I have to actually do it, and
Yeah.
that's the hard part. It's easy for me to say that,
Yeah, and
but
there's
like,
so many
yeah,
people that like focus on just one category, so you're up
yeah,
against people that
exactly.
are just putting more time into something,
Uh-huh.
and you would have, yeah, like it could just obviously just not. I mean,
It
and
could happen, but
it
it
could,
probably won't.
it could, and it couldn't, and it's really just if it works out that way, like
Yeah,
there is no reason to just like torture yourself trying.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like yeah, I don't know. My goal at one day, I want to have. I had all five of the records at one point in time.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get that, but all time, like at the same time, that would be cool. But it's
Yeah.
probably not gonna happen. Let's be real, because I have a lot to fucking work to do, and
Yeah.
it's just like I'm going against so many talented people who are focusing on one thing at once. Like you can't one person can't beat five people,
Yeah.
basically.
No.
We can, it can,
Well,
but
one person can beat
it's
four
gonna be
people.
difficult. It's true. Yeah.
I guess that's how the math works, but yeah, like
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, yeah, just obviously nothing you should try to torture yourself over, but
No,
just if it
I'm
happens,
not.
it happens. So
It happens. It happens. I'm
for
not
all
going to
those
though.
annoying chatters out there,
Yes, that is your answer.
that's the answer.
The
You heard
answer
it
is
here first.
fuck off,
Fuck
basically.
off. True and based, but
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
Ouija was on pace for a 2x like 5 times or whatever,
yeah,
but everybody and their mom has been on pace for a 2x
yeah, like
millions of times. You just have to clutch it out. Like getting to Tippy is 10 times easier,
then
20
Tippy.
times easier, 50 times easier than doing Tippy
Yeah,
at the end of that. Like, yeah. But I think setting record, it'll either be beaten tomorrow, it'll be beaten in a year. Like it really could be anything. I don't think a year it'll last a year because it's heating up
yeah,
now and there's a lot more people. But like you can't predict it because no one
it's
would have
impossible to
predicted
predict it.
the 4659 lasting over a year and a half
Yeah, that.
or a year and a half. No one would have predicted the 4059 lasting a year and a half.
Mhm.
But we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, it's wild that you just can't predict things like
You just can't.
with
Yeah.
how even though the game is so popular, like you still just have no idea.
Yeah. I mean,
Mario
120
64 is
record.
wild. Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah, like
Like
really.
Liam's been on pace in bits how many times? At least two.
Yeah. I could
And
think of
Tippy at least I don't even know. I can't watch a stream because he streams at fucking like 5 a.m.
yeah.
But like from what I've heard, insane amount of times. It's just so hard to clutch the end of any category. So
Yeah, I mean
yeah, you can't predict how long
his
things will last.
I think his former PB, his best possible time was an OX into bits and then just
Yeah.
lost
Well, his current
40
PB,
seconds. No,
his
not the
current
42.
PB. No, oh yeah, no, he died, right.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it would have been 1x pace anyway. Yeah, you're right. But there
Yeah,
was
yeah.
an 0x pace. I'm just like completely destroying my camera. I'm sorry, it's like
It's fine.
shaking. Um, but like yeah, he did that run that was 0x pace in a bit. Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Yes, you're right. It was a 134.53 RR. I remember,
Uh-huh.
which is 0x pace. You can get like an 08 if you get a pretty
Yeah,
solid bits.
this is the 3748. 13748 that I'm thinking of. Because he like
Right.
missed two
Yes.
throws or something and like completely fumbled the Bowser fight, which again
I
makes
remember.
perfect sense. It's so fucking hard to do that shit. But,
It is
like,
very hard.
especially on that pace, knowing you're like ridiculously far ahead of the record.
Yeah.
Like that's fun.
Yeah. That run is sorry. That run is OX pace for sure.
Yeah, like that run was insane to see. I think I was watching it live. I remembered the fumbling in bits, and I was just like, "What the fuck is this run?"
Hmm.
It was so insane. And then
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
even his current PB again, 1x pace until Rainbow Ride Death, and
It's
it's
just so
like
hard to clutch to the
still
end.
a 42. It's like Jesus Christ. There,
Yeah.
that category has so much potential, but again, it's just so fucking hard.
Yeah. I think 136. I think a 135 is gonna happen.
Yeah,
um,
I definitely think a 136 will happen, and I think it'll happen like, well, again, it's impossible to predict. It could happen right now,
hmm, it could happen right now. It could
but it
happen
could also
tonight.
happen in 5 years. Like, fucking
Yeah,
120
exactly.
star, bro.
You could just choke all those one runs. I think, and then eventually I think a 135 will happen, but not
Hmm.
now, not anytime soon. But like,
Just
you
add
know,
carpetless. No.
oh man. But there will be like strats that people implement, and like eventually it'll just happen. Like someone's gonna want it, so
Yeah,
it'll happen. But it's pretty far away, and then like 136 can happen right now. And I think I don't know when like shit will slow down. I think shit's already kind of slowed down actually in terms of
a
like
little
world
bit.
records. Sorta though. I don't know. Like
Hmm.
looking back on like older records, like I'm pretty sure one of the 120 139s stood for almost a year or over a year. So like
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
But yeah,
mean,
it'll. I think it'll slow down once we get really close to 136. Like it'll truly start to slow down there because like
yeah.
it's hard.
136 will be ridiculous to see.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think the best upstairs time if you combine it with the best like upstairs RTA that someone's done like in practice, not full run.
Yeah.
It'd be a 136.36.
Damn.
So
That's so good.
yeah, and then the up RTA record is pretty good, but like you could still get a quite a bit of a better run. Like I think in up RTA you could probably get like a 34 1x realistically.
What's the record again?
26.
26.
I say
Okay.
that, but like an average upstairs in like 120 or like a pretty good upstairs is like 35.0x or 34 5x. Like it's
Hmm.
just so hard to do all of it fucking right. But
Yeah,
like if
you're
you
gonna
did
lose
in an
like
up
30
RTA,
seconds pretty
you're
easily.
gonna
Yeah.
lose so much time somewhere. But
That's
like
how
you
it
could probably get
goes.
like a 34 1x. But obviously it's just so hard. And I mean I'm just a chatter right now because I don't even fucking run 120.
Yeah.
But you could get like a 34 1x and like if you got like a 101.39 up and the 34.19, it's like, oh, it's
101.30.
135. Let's go! Woo!
Is the best
So
upstairs
easy.
door touch still the 102 like '09 that Liam
Yes.
got? Yeah. Okay.
That's all. That's like 14 months old, I think, or something.
Yeah, it's super old, but like
Yeah.
yeah, that pace was just insane.
You can get a 10, 101
Hmm.
for sure.
Yeah.
I think that run lasts like 10 in MIPS and like yeah, it's you can get a 101 for sure, but it's
Yeah.
just fucking hard. Like
It's hard, and again, like RNG like is going to play a
oh yeah.
factor so easily. I mean, even
Yeah.
upstairs door touch, you're dealing with BOB and HMC Hundo and
Yeah, RNG
DDD.
has to cooperate.
Well, DDD Hundo doesn't have RNG, but it's fucking hard. So
Oh yeah.
you have to deal with that. It's wild.
Or so I've heard anyway. I have no idea. It's probably hard though.
Oh, have you not practiced DDD Hundo yet?
No, I haven't.
Saving it till the end. I see. Smart,
I,
smart.
I well, I'm just learning in order of the route,
Yeah, that.
like
I
just
mean,
because
yeah,
that's
that
the
makes sense.
easiest way to structure it for me. But yeah, I haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, makes sense. But
But yeah,
yeah,
it's still so hard, and you have to.
I see the DDD Hundos and I'm just like, how? How? It's
Yeah,
so ridiculous.
it's an annoying star.
Just a little bit with how it's structured.
Yeah.
Yeah, the just intended strategy, like, Nintendo. Oh, you gotta just hang on these poles forever. Uh, have fun with that, man.
Yep.
Brilliant, brilliant idea. But yeah. Oh, just thinking about the potential of 120 now.
There's always so much
Every
potential.
every PB has like, and that's the thing. That's why like how much low it can go. Every like top level run you can think of has some like glaring error.
Yeah,
Like,
it'll always be that way.
I mean, yeah, it has to
Actually,
be just
it won't always be that way, but the glaring error will get smaller, I
yeah,
guess.
yeah. That's fair, but like even the record, like I didn't know it until Ouija tweeted about it recently that he actually missed the toxic base BLJ and then like went
Mhm.
to reset, but then was like, ah, fuck it, I'll do it again because I got
Yeah,
a gold. And it's like, oh, that was world record. That was at
yeah.
least what, like, what is a failed toxic maze in waiting? Like 15?
It was like 15
Yeah,
seconds.
like
He just had such a good BOB time that he could just tank that time save.
that's wild. And then of course, like Liam's all of Liam's like recent PBs could have been so much better. Like even
Yeah,
his 53 missed a throw.
yeah, it
It's,
was a lot better pace,
oh my
but
god. The end is so hard. It's so wild.
it is very hard.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
But
so tired.
yeah,
I'm sorry, I keep
it's
yawning.
fine. I'm tired too, don't worry.
Sleep
Yeah.
schedule is jumping all around, all over the place.
Tell me about it, man. Yeah. Sleep is hard. That's what I've learned.
Yeah,
Too much to think about. I don't have time to sleep. I gotta think about random nonsense for hours instead. So, do you have like end goal times in mind? Like, what would you be like forever satisfied with? I think 16 star, you've like done that already, but like,
yeah. I don't know. I think there's times where it's like, I think they're really good and I could do them, but I
mhm,
don't know if I'll ever get them.
yeah,
But I want to get a 136 one day,
yeah, that's
maybe.
fair. Yeah.
Um, I want to get a 46. I don't know. Do I want to get a 45? I don't know. I want to get at least like a 46 2x.
Yeah, yeah.
But I could probably get like a 1x.
Hmm.
And then 16. I mean, I don't know. I want to beat it one day. I do want to beat it one day, but I probably won't, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to say. And then for 1 star, like I want to get a sub 655 one day because
Mm.
that's pretty doable. Like my run is a 657 point 0.5. It loses 1.4 in bits to a miss cycle, and the SPLJ is not perfect. So I
Yeah,
could
you were
beat
going
that.
for 0 star, so yeah.
Yeah, I got like shocked by the SPLJ, and I like lost half a second like going into DDD, but I got the crazy like fence clip strat, so like it canceled out kinda, but it was still a half second lost.
Yeah.
And I could be with frame walk. If I did frame walk, I would probably do
Mm.
frame walk for 1 star. If I did frame
Ooh,
walk, I could be like a second and a half ahead of that run or more, probably more. So
yeah,
yeah,
makes sense.
um, and then I could just actually not fuck up in bits for zero
Yeah,
star. I don't know, but I want. Um,
I can see like a sub 615 pretty easily, but well, I
yeah,
say easily, not.
I can easily see. I mean, I've had runs and throws for
Yeah,
sub 615 twice.
yeah,
I'm okay with getting like a higher 1x than that though, because like I don't know. I don't feel like it's worth it to me.
yeah,
I just want to get a 1x. I want the barrier break. I'm good with that. End goal, like quit the game with. I would want a sub 615,
yeah, yeah.
but that can come later,
That's fair.
and probably will come later. Um, yeah, those are like end goal times. I think eventually, I don't know. I don't know if I'll achieve all those, but I hope I do.
Yeah, I mean they're all hard, so makes sense.
Yeah,
But again, like, what you've been running for real for barely 3 years,
yeah, over 3 years
and
now.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're pretty
Oh,
young.
that's what you meant.
Yeah. My point is, you got time.
I have like I don't know. I don't want to do this forever, so like those are times that I might get, but like honestly, if I want to get 120 record once.
Yeah.
I truly do. I don't know if I will. If I get 120 record once, I will look back on like my Mario 64 speedrunning career and be like, I did pretty good.
I,
But
I, I think you could say that right now, but maybe that's
I
just
mean,
me.
yeah. I wouldn't personally because I feel like I have so much more I can do. But yeah, I feel like it's already been pretty good. But I want to get 120 record. If I get 120 record, I could quit.
Yeah.
Um, I could quit. Like if I had to, if I just really didn't want to play anymore, or like something happened, I wouldn't be like, it wouldn't be the end of the world for me.
Mm.
And honestly, if I quit now, it wouldn't be the end of the world for me. I could do something else. But yeah, it's like I want to get 120 record, and then
Yeah.
the other times, if I get them, I get them. Whatever.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like obviously it's not set in stone. I was just curious
Yeah.
what the goals were, potential.
Potential goals.
Yeah.
My only goal right now is just I just want to 6-1x, and then after that, it's like whatever I
120
feel like. I have no
practice
idea.
for life. Yeah.
120 practice probably.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, probably.
So, how did you get into Battletoads?
Oh, Battletoads. Well,
Yeah.
that's actually it might be the first game I ever played. It's one of the first two
Mm.
games I ever played, at the very least. Because we had an NES when I was like 3, I think.
Hey, me too.
And yes, that was my first console. First game I ever played was either the original Super Mario Bros. It might have been Super Mario Bros. 3,
Mm.
but it was probably Battletoads. I'm pretty sure it was Battletoads, and the reason why it was is because it was co-op, so I could play with my sister. Um, and like that's why that was the first game. But it was the first game I ever played, so I have a long history with that game, and it's one of my favorite games ever. And the first speedrun I ever watched of anything, I'm pretty damn sure is also a Battletoads run, and it was a co-op run at one of the GDQs.
Mm.
Um, between JC and Mexican Runner, and that
Nice.
was like
Yeah.
the first run I ever watched of anything because I wanted to see somebody beating Battletoads and co-op. It was like, wow, it's cool. So yeah, I have a long history of that game, and that's why I started running it was because I started running it in March 2022 because I was kind of bored of Mario.
Mm-hmm.
So I was running that, and I think it's a really cool speed game. If I took a big break from Mario and wanted to run something else, it would be that, I
Yeah.
think. But I don't know if I'll ever do that. But that's basically why I'm running Battletoads. And honestly, like I still play it even casually in a way because one of my IRL friends, we've been trying to beat the game co-op since before the pandemic started, like
Mm.
on and off. Like sometimes we'll pick a day, we'll hang out for a little bit, and like we'll try to beat the game co-op. We've been trying to do that for like 3 years on and off,
Mm.
and like that's a big goal for us, I guess.
Fair enough.
Because that game co-op is insane. Like
Yeah.
it's indescribable how hard that game is to do co-op. Because that game already, like single player, really fucking hard, right?
Mm-hmm.
But co-op, it's insane because you have to be really in tune with your partner, I guess, because like screen scroll kills your the other person. If one person dies, usually you both have to go back to the last checkpoint, and checkpoints are very sparse.
Mm-hmm.
And there's limited lives, limited continues, and like friendly fire, and
God damn.
a lot of stuff. It's just crazy.
Wow.
It's a hard game.
Yeah. I've never played it. I've watched a little bit here and there. So I've definitely never watched co-op, so I didn't realize it was that
Yeah.
fucking bad.
Co-op
Holy
is
shit.
so annoying, dude. Oh
Wow.
god. But it's fun. It's fun. It's really rewarding. Like when we beat that, I will be very, very sad, to be honest, because there will be
Mm.
nothing like it ever, I think. For me anyway.
Hmm.
But yeah, that game, if Mario 64 didn't exist, if Minecraft didn't exist, it would be my favorite game ever. But
Nice.
those games are I like the I don't know if I like those games more, but they're more favorite, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I like them more than. But yeah.
Yeah. It's nice to hear other people growing up with an NES in an era where you shouldn't really have been, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's why I run Mario 1, right? Similar reasonings.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Minecraft speedruns win.
Never, dude. I'm not
Yeah,
playing that game.
that's pretty based, I
I'm
think.
not, I don't know. Like runs of that game kind of don't interest me just because like it's not really what I do speedruns for. To like, I don't know. I feel like Minecraft speedruns are actually really interesting because they're more about like how can you think on your feet? Like, how good are you in thinking on your feet and that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Which I think is its own interesting thing, but that's not what I'm in speedrunning for, I guess.
Yeah.
So I don't want to run it. But I think as like a speedrun, it's really cool that it exists,
Yeah.
I guess.
That's
Like, I
about
think
how
it's
I
a
feel, yeah.
cool thing. But yeah, I probably will never run Minecraft.
Yeah.
I like the game though, but I won't run
Yes.
the game.
Yeah, that's fair.
I won't speed ruin the game for me.
Speed ruin. True.
Speed ruining.
Uh, Did you only did you only get into Mario 64 because of that friend wanting to like
And I already played the game a lot before that. Like
okay.
Mario 64 has been my favorite game of all time for a long time.
Okay.
Um,
How'd you
but
play it
I
originally
speed
then?
ran. Um, well, I played the DS version growing up. Like,
Oh, yeah, same.
yeah, yeah, I got the DS when I was like 4, and I got Mario 64 DS, and I think I ended up getting 150 star like at some point.
Hmm.
Um, I still remember like I had 149 stars for a long ass time. I don't know how long ago this was, but I feel like I was like 7 or 8 or something, and it was HMC 100. That was the last star I had. Um,
Hmm.
and that was took forever, but yeah, Mario 64 DS, and then eventually I discovered like emulators, and I actually played Star Road before I played Mario 64.
Fascinating.
So yeah, and I played it on this like on a Mac on like a guest account, so I didn't have saving on like
Ooh.
this demo emulator. So I played like the first few stars of Star Road over and over again until I had to stop playing, and then I just did it again and again and again. And eventually I discovered like, well, I already knew about the original Mario 64, but eventually I played it, and then in like 2018 I played a lot of ROM hacks or some ROM hacks. It's kind of weird to call myself a ROM hack player because I didn't really play like a lot of them, but like I played like the major ones like Star Road, the Green Stars, like Last Impact, because I really
Hmm.
liked them and they're fun. And then eventually, like I was streaming Mario 64, and then I met the one friend. Um, his name is Dara, or like I think he goes by whichever mirror now. But I met him and he's like one of my viewers, and then we became friends, and then we were friends for a couple of years, and eventually he's like, "Yo, you should learn 16 star. I'll teach you." And it's like, okay, and he taught me 16 star, and then
There you go.
I got into actually running the game.
Yeah. It's funny, in 2018 I played a lot of Mario 64 ROM hacks like Star Road and Green Stars.
Hmm.
Funny how that
Yeah,
works
they're
out.
fun. They're
It
fun,
is
dude.
fun. Um, and now like with the site and the parallel launcher, it's so much easier. I haven't tried it yet, but I really need to.
Oh, oh yeah, you can just directly play from like you can just
Yeah,
hit play and you play the game. Like you don't have to download it or like do that shit. Yeah.
yeah, it's like crazy easy now. So
Hmm.
I've wanted to get back into it, but like just speedrunning has taken over my life. So it's like rip.
Yeah,
But like in 2018, when I was like in my college dorm, I was just going ham on ROM hacks.
dude,
It was
they're
fun.
so fun.
It's so good. Like Mario just controls so fun that you could
Mhm.
put him in like any of these like custom stuff, and it's just like, well, new sandbox to fuck with Mario in. Here we go.
God, I wish I could play only up 64 again for the first time.
I
I
haven't
love
played it
that
yet.
hack.
I haven't
Oh
played it
my
yet.
god, I loved it so much. I just loved like high stakes.
Yeah,
Like that's why I've always been drawn to like I mean I was always drawn to NES games because I grew up them, but also because it's just like really fucking hard. And
yeah,
like if you fuck up, you lose so much progress. And like a lot of people find that really annoying. Like I mean in Battletoads, it's like a really big complaint with Battletoads is like you fuck up a few times and like you have to go back to the beginning. But I love
yeah,
that because like that means there's fucking stakes and I have to try and I have to like clutch, you know. And I just find that really fun.
yeah,
And like only up 64 was like so fun for me because like I don't know. I just love the progress. I loved losing it all. I don't know, which I
yeah.
guess makes sense when I'm speedrunning now because it's the ultimate challenge.
True. Yeah, I'll have to try that someday. Um,
Yeah,
that game. I've wanted to. It's on my list of things to do, but I don't
yeah,
know.
it's a fun hack.
Too busy. Too busy with shit. But yeah.
Yeah, there's always games you want to play or things you want to do, but like, do you actually want to do them, or do you just like the idea of doing them?
Um. Well, I suffer from yes, I'd like to, but I just don't have time. Like,
Yeah,
my life
other
is
priorities.
weird, so it's like, yeah, I just can't. And then if I'm gonna stream, like, I'd like, I save like a lot of games because I'd like to stream this, but then I'm like, but I'm just gonna speedrun. I'm never gonna end up actually fucking streaming this.
I feel like for me, it's like I like the idea of like doing a lot of things. Like I want to play this game and like play through it, and that sounds fun. But like deep down, I feel like I'd rather just fucking speedrun.
Yeah. Well, I know I want to, but I just
Yeah,
end up speedrunning anyway because like I
yeah,
feel like that's a better use of my time.
yeah. Exactly. It's a better use of time. That's kind of what I was looking for. I just couldn't think of it, but yeah, it just feels like more the better use of my time. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
But well, I mean, you especially. Like
Yeah.
that's your channel at this point. It'd be easier for me who gets like 20 average viewers if I'm lucky. So, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just interesting to think about. Like my backlog of games is so large, and I'll just keep putting games aside. Like, oh, I'll save this for a stream someday. It's like, will I ever actually though?
Yeah.
Who knows?
I had like a backlog of just like I didn't like make an actual backlog, but I had an idea in my head of, like all these games I want to finish and play and like that I haven't really gotten into. And eventually I'm just like I just dropped that. I'm like, fuck that. I don't want to play them.
Yeah, I have the
well,
backlog, and I do plan on it.
I want to, but it's just like I'm not. I know I'm not going to, and I know I'm not going to enjoy doing it truly because, at least for me, because
Yeah,
like I would just rather speedrun or rather play something else. I would just rather play what I want to at the time instead of having like a list.
hmm Well, I mean, you
But
can always just you go to the list when you feel like you want to. Like it's not an obligation or
yeah,
anything.
it's different for everyone. I just feel
Yeah,
like making a list would not be optimal for me. I guess for like playing games, I just kind of would do whatever.
that's fair.
But I mean, for a lot of people, if they have that mindset, they'll never fucking do it. So
Yeah, yeah,
I
true.
get that totally.
Yeah. Um, actually, because we're talking about Mario 64 ROM hacks, I forgot you like actually ran. You got like the like easy world, well not easy, but like quick world records, like
No, I
quick
got the
category.
easy world records. You
Okay.
can say that. You can say that.
No,
It's not a no. It's not disrespectful. It's just true. I
well,
got a few 0-star records. The easiest, not easy. The easiest. We can say easiest does not mean it's easy. We can say that.
yes,
I
okay.
think. Um, but yeah, I got like the Green Stars record 0-star. I got Last Impact 0-star. Um, I got Sapphire 0-star at some point, like the N64 version,
hmm
and like Super Mario 32. I ran Lucy's Levitation, Mario's Vacation Course. Yeah,
Damn.
those are the ones.
Big list.
Big list. I I have not had that much of a history with like hand pain. I've had a few days, very sparsely, where it's just like my hands hurt. I don't want to play.
Yeah, fair.
But they're pretty rare. But Last Impact, I ran that. I did like an 8-hour stream of running that,
Damn.
and I couldn't play games pretty much for a couple days after that because my arm hurt so bad. Because that run, like if you look at that run, 20 seconds in, you got to mash, and then like there's barely any intro. 20 seconds in, you got to mash. 5 seconds later, there's another mash. A few seconds, like 20 seconds later, there's more mashing. Like it's just mash, 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 mash constantly. And you want to mash as fast as possible because it's faster. Um, so that gave me like extreme pain. Um, that was
Yeah.
like that. I will probably never run that again. Not because I don't like the run. I think the run is pretty cool,
hmm
but because it just hurt. Like it was
Yeah, that's
physically
fair.
painful because of all the mashing. But yeah, those are really fun side projects for sure. I think ROM hacks are really fun, especially like I feel like that's one thing that's unfortunate about Mario 64 is that the short categories are really hard.
hmm
Kind of like obviously they're gonna be hard, but like the SBLJ is like so hard. Stay
Yeah.
or BLJ is so annoying. Whereas like I feel like I like the 0-star runs and ROM hacks because like I feel like you can get more in tune with like the pure movement, and sometimes there's tricks, but they're not as annoyingly precise
hmm
usually.
Yeah, it's like a new playground for optimal movement.
Yeah, it's a new playground for ultimate optimal movement, but you don't have to deal with the wall of BLJs.
Yeah, yeah. True.
Green Stars is awesome for that because it has a really hard trick at the end, but it's not like precise mashing. Precise mashing is annoying. It is
Yeah.
so annoying. Um, so that's one good thing about Romax is like they usually don't have that. I guess.
Yeah, that's nice. Do you plan on like doing more ROM hack speedruns?
if I get bored, yeah, but it's not a priority.
Well, yeah. I just like I'm talking about like maybe even
But
15
yes.
years from now, just whenever.
Yeah, of course, of
Yeah,
course, of course. It's just the problem is I have to really not want to play Mario 64 normally because I have to use emulator and the input delay is a lot different.
that is true. And
Um,
yeah, so many hacks are just not console compatible, and it makes it sad.
yeah,
Like I actually
and
have a 130 star save file of Star Road on my console. Don't do that to yourself.
oh
So,
my
some
god,
levels
I,
are like 1 frame per second.
I've ran that on console. I know what you're talking about.
Oh no.
And yes, it fucking sucks.
Oh no.
Um, yeah, it is terrible. I really wish because like Kaze is doing all those optimizations
Yeah.
and stuff. Obviously, it's gonna be a lot of work, and it's like I wish he would do this, but like I wish he would apply those to Star Road, except the ones that like change the movement, and then that would be
Yeah.
so happy. Like
Oh yeah.
original Mario 64 movement, none of the new engine stuff, and then like all those optimizations and like have the game run well. I would love that so much, and then they could just run Star Road on console. It would be so cool.
That'd be
But
fun.
now
Yeah.
it's like it's a totally gimped experience. It's not good.
Yeah.
It isn't good.
Yeah. Definitely not for console.
No.
Would not recommend, but yeah. So you've done like all the super short categories for ROM hacks. Would you want to do like the longer ones?
Uh, I don't know. Probably not.
No? All
It's
right.
just I don't know. I want them to be low commitment because my my heart is in the original game.
Yeah, okay.
I guess so. Probably, not, but maybe there's a chance. But I don't know. I don't
I
think
just
so.
feel like it'd be like a fun side hustle, you know?
Yeah, yeah. It's just the problem with that is it's too long. Like it gets to a point where it's like I would rather just like learn 120 at least right
Well,
now, or
yeah.
like just do something like that. I feel like that's just more a better use of my time, I
Yeah.
guess.
I
But
keep
yeah,
forgetting you're like young and have so much time ahead of you that like it's
yeah.
impossible to know what you would do in the future.
I don't know what I want to do,
TBH. Yeah. Yeah.
but yeah.
Like I'm someone that like tries to lay out like a goal for every category of something I've ever done. Like what would I stop forever in? But I'm
It's
I'm
just I don't
I'm the
know.
weird one. So I got to remember that.
It's so hard to predict my motivation that I just don't. Yeah, I don't even bother anymore.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, yeah,
I just like keeping track of that kind of data, I guess.
yeah, which is fair. I can understand that.
Yeah. Again, everyone's different. It's interesting
Yeah.
to learn different perspectives of how people approach certain things. So,
I also at some point just like want to do other things like with my life.
mm.
I want to get into another hobby too, but it's just like it's hard.
Well, especially for you at this point, who's like actually good and
Yeah,
successful and popular.
it feels. I don't know.
You're almost like forced
I
into
want
this
to.
now.
It is. Yeah, it's honestly like it's nice like having a decent sized stream, I guess. But it's kind of like it feels like you're trapped because like
A little bit.
it feels like you're wasting time doing anything else, and that's honestly like
Because you have success in something and it's like, well, I could
yes,
do this and not
it's
be successful. Yeah.
I could do this and waste my time not streaming and not growing, but
hmm
like I don't know, it sucks.
Yeah.
It's nice. Overall, it's a net gain, net positive, but there is that big negative of just like it's something you have to get used to, and it's something you have to control. And I
Yeah.
have not gotten used to controlling it yet, but I will at some point.
Yeah. See, I like suffer from the opposite thing where like this is my passion, so I put all my time and effort into it, but it does not
Hmm.
do anything for me in like a, meaningful way.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I it's weird. When I
I feel like I need to. Sorry, go.
so when I should clarify because that sounds weird. When I say that, I just mean money because
Yeah.
unfortunately you need that to live and yeah.
Yes.
Like not in any other way. Like
Yeah.
I don't hate it for any or like hate a certain aspect of it in any other way. Everything else is great. I love it, but unfortunately, the sad reality is
You need money.
it's just how life works. Very sad.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like that's kind of a problem with me too. Is like I do get money from this now, but
hmm
that won't last forever. So I kind
No.
of need to work on other things like in my life, like I don't know, setting up a job or something.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna need that because I'm not gonna speedrun forever. I'm not gonna do content forever. I don't know if I'll ever do content. I want to, but it's just like
Yeah. I keep saying I
speedrunning
want
is
to, but I
so time
haven't done anything yet.
consuming.
Yeah.
It's so time consuming. Like you can't have both. I can't have like super awesome speedruns like and get everything I want and grind for everything I want to get and also make content. It's I have to choose. And I think that's just gonna have to come later if I want to have really good like I want to get a good time in every category
Yeah.
in my opinion. And it's just like I don't know if I can do content in that
I
same time.
mean,
I would like to, but
the
it's just
big
like
strat is to get everything you've always wanted to get and then do it.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's the big brain strats.
Yes, I would want to dude, I would go rock climbing a lot if I didn't have to drive for hours. I
Damn.
would do it, but I had to drive for hours to get anywhere, and I don't even know if they're good. I just looked on Google Maps, but like, I would so do that because that was insanely fun, and that sounds like such a fun like improvement arc, and like, obviously it's good for fitness and like stuff like
Mhm.
that. But I just too far away.
Yeah. I
Um,
I went last year at the pace thing. I assume you went to the same gym, like Zufi's gym at pace, right?
Probably
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
didn't
That
go. I
was
didn't go the
so
most
fun.
recent time, but I did go last year, and I would have gone. Like it was fun, but I remember like the day after, my arms were fucking in like torturous
Oh
pain, and I was like,
yes,
okay, I can't do that again. I
yeah.
am I am not in shape enough for this.
I would get into that. I would. I know. I'm not even. I feel like I'm not even just saying that. I know I would. It's just like it's too inaccessible. Like it
Yeah,
sucks.
that's
I'm.
unfortunate.
I'm honestly kind of down about it. I got pretty down about it when I got back. It's like, fuck. I would love that. That would be huge for me. But
Just
unfortunately,
move forehead.
just move. Yeah,
Just move.
just move a couple hours away. Sucks.
Pull them out.
Um. I also want to try. This is like a small little thing, just to have fun. But I also want to try juggling. It's just I have to actually
Mm.
do it, which is just hard to actually just motivate yourself to do it. But I want to do it because it's fun. And then also, I have a keyboard, like a piano,
Yeah,
I guess, keyboard. I'd like to learn a few songs and like play that, but it's just like I don't know. It's hard to get started with anything,
it's hard to
but
get
I want to get
started,
started with something.
especially with the knowledge of like, well, I have to do this
Hmm.
because like, you know,
I got speedrun too,
yeah, like
so it's like
exactly. Like sometimes you can only focus on one hobby, so you just think of all these other hobbies you could have, and it's just like, but I just can't. I don't have time for it. It's
yeah,
big
just
sad shit.
I need to like get rid of this I need to slightly detach myself to be able to do that, and I think eventually I'll be able to do that. But for now, I feel like I'm just gonna all in.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
again,
but
you're in a fortunate situation where you're young, so
yeah,
you got some time,
I have a few years, but
just a few.
I don't know how long I'll do this for.
Yeah.
Like, I want to get it. I honestly, I don't want to be a full time content creator. I don't think.
Mm, yeah.
Like thinking about it, actually, I don't know. I would honestly just rather have a job, but I want to try it and see if
Yeah,
that's actually the
like
case.
I would love like full-time streaming at least, because
Yeah.
to me it's fun, and
Streaming is a lot easier than like the rest, I feel like.
yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, you need to do the rest, and that's the hard part. But
Yes.
dude, if I could just like stream 5 hours every day, like I'm playing video games, that's fun. Like I'm speed running, that's fun, and you do all
Yeah.
of that, and then like the rest of the day, you could just do other things because you did your job for the day. God, that'd be
Yes.
so nice.
Yeah. But
Unfortunately,
I don't know.
reality don't be like that.
Yeah. And
Very
then
sad.
like I don't know, you have to put all this time into like the other stuff, like making videos and posting on like social media or whatever. And
Yeah.
you have to like think on your feet and like kind of try new things and like branch out if you want to keep it going for a while because like I'm not gonna be a competitive speedrun streamer forever.
Yeah.
Like I'm just not. I don't want to, and I also won't be able to, because one day I will be the old man in the speedrunning community. I won't be the turbo zoomer, super crazy
Yeah.
guy right
I'm
now.
already old and I'm only 24. It's a
Yeah.
big rip.
So like one day I will be that person. It's gonna happen, and it's just like I don't know, because the competition doesn't get older, but you do. So there's
Yeah.
nothing you can do about that.
Nothing you can do.
And
Yeah.
and you know what? That's fine. I'm honestly I'm not like down about that because I don't want to do this forever. I'm in it right now, and I'm happy I'm in it right now, but I don't want to
Yeah.
do it forever, and I can accept that I won't be able to do it forever because I don't want to do anything forever.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I would like to try full time like content, but like I don't know if I would want to do it for that long. But if
Yeah.
I get into it, maybe it's not as bad as I think it will be. It's just like I feel like when you're in that lifestyle, it's hard to have a life outside of like your house.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
like I feel like it's too easy to be a hobbit when you're a content creator,
Well,
which is
also
like
the thing about consecration, well, again, I haven't like really done it yet, so I don't know, but like you make your own hours, so you could like set aside time to do other things
yeah,
if
you
you
could.
really want to. Like it's
It's just like the more you work, the more you get rewarded. So why not just work all day?
yeah, that's the like
That's
that's the
like
cycle that's hard to break out of, I guess, but
like the positive of it is you make your own hours, and the negative of it is you make your own hours. Like that
yes, that is
it's
true.
such a
Very true.
double-edged sword. So
Definitely.
like
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just interesting to think about, I guess, but
Yeah, what Bajorna said, that's true. There's a lot of people who just don't really have hobbies.
yeah.
And I guess I'm kind of grateful for that because I do have a hobby. Like speedrunning, it's a hobby, and I have it, and I have desire to do stuff. I have something I look forward to, and it's like I'm grateful for that for sure.
Yeah.
Um, like
Yeah.
if I wasn't speedrunning, it's just like what I don't know. It would feel weird. Like what am I even like? It's not. I'm not accomplishing anything by speedrunning truly, but like I'm gonna
Yeah.
fucking die in 70 years and it won't matter anyway. Probably not 70 years. I'm gonna die earlier than that.
Oh, well.
Okay, maybe let's move on from this topic. But
Yes, maybe.
like it's nothing really matters. So like speedrunning doesn't matter as much as other things, but in the end nothing really matters. So like I'm glad that I have something to work toward and like I'm accomplishing, I guess. So
Yeah.
like it is nice. It is nice to have that hobby.
Yeah. I'm someone
Um
that, over the years has definitely developed the mindset of just do what you want to do. Like
exactly. Yeah.
because like I don't want to waste my time. Like that's part of the reason why I'm unemployed and that's probably a bad thing. But like I'd just rather spend my time doing something I enjoy than wanting to die in some shitty ass minimum wage garbage ass job. I don't know.
I mean,
That doesn't sound fulfilling to me.
it isn't. I feel like eventually, I don't know. I feel like having like an obligation that isn't just like an obligation like a job or school kind of
Mhm.
helps me personally. I feel
Yeah.
like for Mario, I don't get as much done during summer because I have all day most days. Sometimes I have to do something, but like
Yeah.
most days I have all day to do Mario and I just don't, which is fine. But
Yeah.
like because I don't want to play Mario a day. I don't want to play Mario 10 hours a day. I don't want to play Mario 8 hours a day. That's fucking ridiculous
That's
in
too
my opinion.
much. Yeah.
And I find with me, if I play that long, it's diminishing returns. It's a negative for me. If I'm averaging more than like 5 hours a day, including off days, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Then I feel like it's just like it's really bad because I don't get as much efficient practice and improvement in. Um, but like I feel like I play better when I have like school because I look forward to getting the fuck out of there and speed running. Um,
Interesting.
and that kind of motivates me. Whereas like when I don't have anything to do, I kind of just don't do speed runs because as much because like I mean I can do it whenever. So like why do I have to do it right now, right? Because like when I
Hmm.
get when I get home from school or whatever, I'd be like, okay, I should speedrun because I don't have much time to, so I should just do it now because I'm gonna have to go to school tomorrow, so I should do it now because I have to. But when I'm like just I have all day in summer to do whatever, it's like I don't feel any obligation or motivation or like kick in the ass to actually do shit.
Yeah. That's
So
that's
it's
that's
like
an interesting way of looking at it actually.
I
Never
don't
thought
know.
about it that way.
I feel like at least for me, when I go to school, I'm considering getting a job, like a
Yeah.
part-time job, just so I
Mhm.
have something I hate, so I can look forward to doing what I like. But I don't know.
That makes sense to me, but I guess I
Will I
stand on the side
actually
of
do
like,
it? I have no idea.
why
Yeah.
would you like force yourself to do something you hate to do something you like? when you could
It's
just I
weird.
don't
It's
know.
so hard.
That's
It's so hard.
like I get it, but that's not how my brain sees it, I guess.
Yeah.
It's interesting because I'm trying to think like I did have a part-time job at one point, but I feel like I didn't stream much during that because either there was a conflict, I was just like I'm gonna be so tired, or like
Yeah.
speedrun's gonna make me tired to do this, or vice versa depending on the time frame. It's like I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I feel
interesting.
like it's weird for me too, because like I make money off streaming, so why the fuck would I get a job?
Yeah, yeah,
But it's like I want to for that like I want to for like the social benefits, because like then I get like to talk to people, I
yeah.
guess.
You want to swap viewer counts? Maybe that'll help both of us.
I think it's just like I don't know.
No, I'm kidding.
There's pros and cons to everything.
Yeah, definitely. But it's interesting
I
to like
just
talk about it,
I don't know.
be
Like
be aware of it.
I feel like having a job, it's like there's it's such a double edged sword to like. It's just everything. That's just life, though.
Yeah.
Like there's everything. There's pros and cons. There is never something that is better in every way than something else,
Yep.
unless it's like I don't know what even is. I can't think of anything.
Yeah. Like life is complicated. That's
Yes.
the thing. And it doesn't like, when you're a kid, you don't have to worry about it, and everyone like talks about,
Hmm.
oh, when you get older, and they like, this is what you should do, shouldn't do whatever. It's complicated, and it will forever be complicated. Like there's nothing you can do to make
Yeah.
it like easy. It just always
There's
will
no
be
one
nothing you can do.
no
And
one path, I guess.
no, so you kind of just have to fuck around and find out, I guess.
Yes, exactly.
That's the way. That's how you get through
Fuck
life.
around, you find out.
That's it. So like what you were saying about thinking about content creation someday, but not sure if you like it. Like you won't know until you try it, so you just have to try it. And that's just
Hmm.
life. That's life for anything, really.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's
it's
not a bad
just
idea. Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
No, I didn't have much of a thought. I was just like in my own thoughts, like thinking about everything. I guess I don't
Okay.
know.
Yeah, yeah. I was just saying, like Badrona said in the chat,
Mhm.
like finding something charitable in place of a job
Oh yeah.
instead of like while I'm streaming, I guess, or like whatever, is not a bad idea. Because I feel like when you don't have any obligations, then you have nothing to look forward to. I guess not that you have nothing to look forward to, but like you don't have purpose. I don't know. Like I
Mm.
wouldn't want to have nothing, no obligations. I wouldn't
Yeah.
want to have no job, no nothing I need to do, because then I wouldn't be able to look forward to things I don't need to do but want to do. Um, so like that's also a thought too.
Yeah.
Because like obviously like you don't people don't need a full time job to be happy. Is not what I'm saying.
Yeah. You don't.
40 hours a week, that's ridiculous. But like I
Yeah.
feel like you want to have something,
Yeah.
just something. But it's hard to figure out.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm trying to think about how I went about things like a couple of years ago, but I don't know. I'll like wake up and be like, man, I can't wait to stream though. Like I'm motivated to like grind for something or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. But then it's like, and then after that, it's like, well, I got nothing else to do. But I don't know. I wouldn't want to spend that extra time doing something that I'm like, ugh, kill me. I don't know.
It's tough to figure out.
Like life, it's so hard to figure out life. That's what I've learned. Like
We will all
I
figure it
have no
out
idea
one
what the
day.
I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. Yeah, I argue like you'll never fucking know what you're doing.
No one knows what
No,
they're doing,
no one
dude.
ever fucking will. That's how it is.
Yeah, but that is the experience.
That is the life experience. Deal with it.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what I'm talking about, but like that's just my opinion. Just like
Yeah.
I feel like I need something, but
Yeah.
it's hard.
If
I
it
don't
works for
know.
you, it works for you.
It works. Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I wouldn't want to like have no like just play video games all day or just like lounge around all day
Yeah. Well, definitely
because
not lounge around all it.
no,
But
that's stupid.
yeah.
Because then there'd just be no purpose. You would hate everything. But yeah, it's hard.
Yeah. It definitely is hard, but that's why it's important to talk about, you know?
Yeah.
Um What was I gonna mention? Oh yeah, what was your? Sorry, I'm gonna go completely off topic now. I think we
That's
talked
fine.
about.
We
I
can
think
move
we
on
talked
from
about
this.
life enough.
We are running out of things to say, so we can move on.
Fantastic.
I am anyway.
Yes, I am too. True. I was gonna talk about live events. What
Oh, okay.
your first live events were the like that little 16 star thing they did, right?
Yes, Double Down in Vegas was the
Yeah.
first live event ever for me, and then the glitch one was also a 16-star live event, and that was my second one.
Hmm. So, just what was the first one like?
Um, it was it was crazy meeting my like these people I knew for so long online for the
Yeah.
first time because that was the first time I ever like traveled or like did something to meet somebody I knew from the internet, like a friend from the internet.
Hmm.
And like Trey was the first one I met there. And it was a crazy experience, like because we got flown out, and it was really nice to get flown out there and like be able to experience a new place like Vegas, and then also I got to meet all these like people I was friends with for so long in person, and I remember like for meeting Trey was like the most insane experience ever. Like strolling up to the hotel, it was really late. Showing up to the hotel, like checking in, like just thinking like, oh my god, Trey's here. This is my friend for 2 years at that point
Yeah.
online that I've never met before. He's literally in the same building as me, and it's just like it was such a rush. And then like I remember meeting him. We were like messaging each other. I was like super nervous to meet him, but we were messaging each other, and like we met up in like the hallway. And I just remember looking at him. I was like, "Holy shit, he's 3D. He's real.
Yeah.
This is a real
He's
person.
3D.
He's 3D." Yeah. And then
Whoa.
we
There's
went to my
depth.
room. 5 minutes go by, and it's like this is super awkward. Is this guy even my friend? And then like
Okay.
after that, it's like holy shit, we have been friends for 2 years, and we're just like vibing in person. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, it was a crazy experience. And then like
Yeah.
going there actually, and then I met Cheese there too, which is crazy because like holy shit, it's Cheese. What the heck? That's crazy. Um, you know, big inspiration for Mario. And I also met Slip there, who was like my main like inspiration, I think,
Yeah.
originally, because like his 16 record grind was like what kind of got motivated me to get really really good. Um, it was crazy meeting him, and just like competing live it was an interesting experience. Um, I don't know, it was one of the best experiences ever. Like it was amazing that first one.
Yeah.
Like the magic of just meeting people for the first time. I think like I'll never be able to replicate, and that's okay. That's why it's awesome.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was a crazy experience, and I actually surprised myself because I actually was able to play well at a live event. I was shocked at that because I thought I would play awful at that event. Like I was like I had no expectations. My expectations were so low because I just like thought it's a different environment. I'm gonna have all these people like around me. There's gonna be like yelling or like something going on elsewhere because it was also a Smash tournament, so like there was
Yeah.
Smash events happening while I was like speedrunning. But I was able to just hold it together, and I ended up getting a really good time. I ended up getting my best pace ever out of Fire C in that run in that event by like a couple seconds, and that was a huge mental block. Um, of
Wow.
my Fire C time, my best Fire C exit for like I think 6 months or something was 12:39, really long time anyway. And it took me forever to beat that because every time I'd get there, I had probably 20 plus or more runs in a Fire C on like way better pace, but I just always choke something.
Yeah.
And it was getting really frustrated. And like a live event, I left Fire C on a technical 3x pace, and it was crazy.
Wow. Technical.
Yeah, if I got perfect BLJs and I hit Taz Long Jibit Ultimate and I did throws, it would have been 14:39.
Yeah. You mean your
But
PB right now?
I
Yeah.
just have
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Definitely. Yeah.
yeah, it was a great experience.
I remember my first GDQ. So yeah, there's something about it that's just crazy. And it's weird because when I
Yeah.
went, I was like so new.
Hmm.
And I knew no one. It's weird how times have changed so much, but
Yeah.
yeah. My
The
first
first pace. Oh, sorry.
yeah, my first GDQ was 2018, and
Okay.
like I went there and I was like, okay, I so then I made it like a vow to never miss another one.
Yeah.
I only missed one since that was live. Like it's just too fun. I don't know.
It's awesome. I feel like their first pace is also like a crazy experience too, just because like you meet so many people. Because like the first two live events, it's like okay, I already kind of know these people, they know me,
Yeah.
and it's only a few of us, so it's like we get to hang. It's like really close. It's awesome. But like pace is like you get to meet so many people. It was so awesome the first time and the second time too. Very different experiences, but like they were just really awesome meeting all these people.
Yeah. Background noise just went insane. Is someone like mowing the lawn?
Someone is mowing the lawn. I'm sorry.
Rip,
Hold on.
bro.
I'll turn on. Hold on. Oh no, it's getting louder.
Rip.
Is this better?
Yes. Holy what the fuck?
Okay, we're good now.
Whoa. That is wild. Technology is insane, bro.
Whoa. It might be
Whoa.
bad again.
No, no, I don't hear it at all.
You don't hear it?
I don't hear
Perfect.
it at
Okay,
all. Bro, that is
that's
wild.
crazy.
That is crazy. Like kind of when you talk, but like no, nothing like it was. That's crazy. Um
All right.
anyway. Um what were we talking about? I got distracted by lawnmower.
Pace.
Pace.
Awesome
Pace
meeting
good.
people.
Yes, pace good. Pace good.
Pace is good.
Pace good.
It's just crazy, like finding out who you hang out with and vibe with, like
Yeah,
all
yeah.
these like community members, for so long, but like actually meeting people, it's so different. That's so cool.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I went to Pace the first one, not obviously 2019 one, but like yeah, just
Yeah,
because they accepted to run, I was like, all right, I'll go. And I was like, it was weird because I was so
yeah,
used to going to GDQ and it was going to be so much smaller and like, mainly a game I don't play. So I was like,
hmm
God, what will this be like? This should be so
yeah,
awkward. And it just wasn't.
yeah. Just
It
it
just
just
fucking wasn't.
oh god, it's so awesome, dude.
It was so good.
Like it's just I still remember all my like first interactions. A lot of my first interactions with people. I still remember my first one with you. Like
Yeah.
my first interaction with you was like asking in the Discord, "Yo, is GTA's gonna be here?" Or like,
Yeah.
when are you gonna be here?" And then you looked at me at the checkout counter. It's like,
Yeah.
"Yo," it's like, "Oh shit, that's you," because I didn't know what you looked like.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah, I remember that well, yeah.
yeah,
Because I look at my phone and see my name, and I see you sitting right there. Like I know what you look like, so I'm just like
yeah, hey.
show my phone. Like yeah, hi.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I don't know. It's just like all those interactions are so memorable.
Hmm.
But yeah, the live events are awesome, and I'm excited for the next one.
Yeah.
To be honest, I wish it wasn't so close,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna go anyway.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
whatever.
same. I'm broke, but I've already signed up. Too
Yeah,
bad.
you're already in. You're in
I'm
it
already
now.
in. I'm in.
Can't back
Yeah.
out.
No, it's impossible. I'm
Yeah.
I- I'm addicted to the live events. You see, what helped this year, well, or didn't help my wallet at least, that I kept getting accepted to everything. Like I
Yeah.
was in GDQ and then Pace had the Mario 1 thing. It's like, oh God, I can't escape.
Yeah.
But it's nice having that excuse. It's like, well, I
Yeah.
have to go. Like, I mean, I have to.
I don't have an excuse. I just fucking want to go.
Yeah, I mean, I'd
But I want to meet all
I'd
my
go.
good buddies.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I got a run in yet. I only submitted one run, but I'm still signed up. So here we
Yeah.
go. Um,
Yeah, like the first two paces, I haven't had like an obligation to be there. Like I was just there as a
yeah,
spectator. Like, I wasn't there to play, but I'm of course just glad I went because like it was amazing.
it's just
I don't know
fun.
what to
Live
say.
events are. I'll always say it. Live events are like the best part of speedrunning.
Yeah,
It just is like, and it helps for me because nobody lives near me. Just no one.
yeah,
It's very sad. So it's like the only way I get to see people at all. Like can't even just see one person. Like the nearest person I know is still like 7 hour drive.
oh yeah,
It's like
same for me. It's pretty much like
fucking
five
sad.
hours. Yeah.
I don't know. So I go to the events.
Mm,
And yeah, so I go to like just every GDQ and I guess now every pace because
yeah.
it's cool. They both have their advantages and disadvantages. Like GDQ has so many more people, but it's like harder to go out and do things because there's so many
Mm,
people. And then pace is a little more tight knit, but there's not as much stuff at the venue and some other things. But like
The venue is a small part of face. I feel like,
yeah. So
at least for me.
yeah, like
Yeah.
GDQ venue is really cool. Like the
I
arcade,
would
the
I would
practice room, so good.
I'd probably never go to GDQ just because like I want to meet Mario 64 people.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah,
But
GDQ is only if you want to like branch out, I guess.
I'm not really interested in like watching speedruns at an event. Like honestly, like for pace, I was almost never in that room and just not
Yeah.
interested in the speedrunning part
Well,
of it. It's
as
just like
someone as someone who goes to the GDQs, no one goes to the room. No one.
really,
No,
yeah.
no one. Like there's a practice room with just
Hmm.
like tons of TVs, and then they have like, a place that brings like any console you can think of, and you just rent it for free. And it's like,
Yeah.
and you just play games with people in that room for the whole week, or go out into
Hmm.
the city or whatever. Or they always have this like huge arcade full of shit. It's like, oh, it's so good.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just there to hang.
Yeah, you're always just there to hang and play games with people. So pace is like that in a way, but it's so much smaller, which again makes it more tight knit, which is a positive, I think. But
Yeah.
there's like you have to bring your own consoles, and you have to, and the
Oh
room
yeah.
is a
Yeah.
lot smaller, and that shit's kind of a pain. So
Yeah.
that's like those are the advantages and disadvantages to both, I guess. But both are great. Both I love going to. So
There are pros and
pros
cons.
and cons to everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. But oh my god, live events,
Um.
love them.
Is there anything else you wanted to like cover? I kind of want to eat,
Kind of want
but
to eat
I
food.
have. Yeah, I'm pretty hungry. But if you have anything else you want to like talk about specifically that we haven't mentioned yet, then I'm down to talk
Let's
for a while longer.
see. Generally before ending, I'll say if Chad has any questions they can ask, but
Okay.
usually there's not a ton, but hey, if there's any, that's fine. Um, let's see. Um, do you have like, will you run any other games someday? Just do you think you would, I guess?
Uh, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just like I have so much I want to do in Mario 64, and I also
Mm-hmm.
want to run Battletoads.
Yeah.
That's the other game, I guess. Like other than that, I'll be honest, I have no interests. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. But
I don't know. Those games really appeal to me, and Battletoads sort of appeals to me, but not in the
not in the
capacity
Mario
that Mario
64 way.
64 does. Yeah, like Mario
Yeah.
64, I just feel like there's so much I can do. Like there's never like something I can't practice in Mario 64. There's
Mm-hmm.
never something I can't go for in Mario 64. So like I feel like I'm just gonna be doing that,
Yeah.
and like I would rather just stop speedrunning than
It's
like
weird because for me, I like have this list of so many games I want to do.
yeah
I always just go do other Mario 1 and Lost Level stuff though, but like God,
yeah.
I so badly want to like branch out too. It's so hard
Hmm.
though. But
It is very
yeah, I just have it's interesting because like I just have it all written out. Like that's how I
yeah.
operate. So it's funny like, oh, I have no idea like which is fair. It's just interesting.
I mean, I feel like at least for Mario 64, it's kind of like there's more you can there's more room for everything in Mario 64. Doesn't mean it's a better speed game, but like your main game is Mario Bros. 1, I guess.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
would
yeah,
think
yeah.
so.
Yeah.
I feel like in that game there's less room for optimization,
Yeah, that's why you just play
whereas
other
like Mario
categories.
64 you can just play forever. I feel like maybe not forever
Yeah.
because you would just get bored, but like there's always something to do. So
Yeah.
like I feel like it's natural for like you want to run more games because
Well,
like
what I
I
would
don't know.
do. Yeah, what I would do if I got bored is there's so many category extensions, and
Yeah.
back when I was getting into it, all of them were just like completely unoptimized. So it's just like free world records. So I just like
Hmm.
I remember I had like 30 category extension world records. So I was just like, ah, this shit's easy. And I was like part of the people that started optimizing them.
Yeah.
So I kind of led that charge. Now they're all like stupid. I still have a couple, but like, yeah, it is fun to be like. So I have like a list where I track all of my world records, like even if they're like some random ROM hack or something. It's just interesting. And I just hit 180
Yeah.
lifetime. Like we're killing it out here, and they're all like
Yeah.
Mario 1. So
I don't know. I don't see myself playing any other games to be honest than those two because it's just
yeah,
I think it's only I think there's always something I can do. I'm a serial yawner. I'm not doing this out of disrespect.
I'm
This
not
is something I
I'm
just
not
do.
upset by it.
Okay. I am just a serial yawner. I can't help it. But yeah, I just don't see myself playing the games. I feel like there's just so much I want to do in Mario 64 that just that's it. And yeah, I feel like I'm repeating myself.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. No,
that.
I get it. What
Yeah.
about category extensions for that game though?
I don't really care.
Yeah, fair.
Maybe 31-star record one day. I don't know, but like, it's just like, why not just
Yeah.
do anything else?
Yeah,
I
that's
just I'm not as interested.
31 stars, any percent no MIPS, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that seems like kind of interesting actually. Like at least like if
Honestly,
you don't want to run 70 or 16, it's like that halfway point if you want to practice your basement, I guess.
uh, yeah. If you want to practice your
Yeah.
basement, go into the practice ROM. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's a okay category, and honestly, it makes pretty much zero sense why it's not on the main boards. Like, it's just not on the main boards
Yeah.
now because it wasn't when they decided. But if you look back at the history of like when everything was discovered and like all the categories, it has every reason to be on the main board. There should be 6 main
Yeah.
categories, but now I don't disagree with like keeping it off because it's just been so long
Yeah.
and like
It'd be
it
hard.
just doesn't have that I don't know. It would be really fucking weird. But
And then you'd have to go for
like
6 out of 6 and that'd be too hard. So
yeah.
like, yeah.
But like I don't know. It's just like it's a decent category, but yeah, when it was discovered, I think it was discovered a couple years. It was known for quite a while before Mips Clip,
Mhm.
and like it was a major strat discovery, Mips Clip.
Yeah.
But like so was BLJ's. BLJ's were a major strat discovery, and that's kind of what the categories are based on. Like 70-star, 31-star. Okay, BLJ's were discovered. That's a new category, and that was 90% for a while. Okay, 16-star. That's a new category. We keep 31-star. Oh wait, actually no, we don't. 1-star. Oh, we discovered we can do SBLJ and skip MIPS. Okay, that's a new category, but we keep 16-star. But why didn't we do that for 31-star? I don't know. 0-star. We
Yeah.
keep 1-star. Why? I don't
Yeah.
know. So like I don't know why 31 stars not there. A lot of people think 1-star should be removed from the category, like main categories. I think that would be dumb because I think it still has its recognition and like it's been around so long that it should be there.
Yeah.
And honestly, like the 1-star run is similar to 0-star, but I don't know.
Well,
I like how it's
One
there.
star's a lot more beginner friendly in
It,
comparison.
in
I'm
comparison,
super quoting it, but like yeah, if you're gonna
like
like learn any percent, you're gonna do 1 star first because 0 star is so fucking ridiculous.
yes, exactly. And like it's so much more fun. And yes, it's arbitrary to have one. It's pretty arbitrary to have 1-star there.
Yeah.
But also, we made up an arbitrary challenge to beat the game fast for fun, and 1-star is more fun than 0-star. So
Yeah.
I think we should keep it.
That's pretty based, honestly.
But yeah, I,
Yeah.
I I think 0-star should have been, or 31-star should have been a category extension. It's not, or I mean, a main category.
And it's not.
It's not, so it's not, and I don't think it should change. But
Yeah.
yeah,
But yeah, I think the non-stop looks kind of interesting.
that yeah, I think that looks cool too. I don't think I'd ever run it.
Yeah.
Also, just because like I would rather put my time into like the original game, just because I feel like I care about it more. So
Yeah.
I'd rather just put my energy into that because it is a lot of energy.
Yeah, it just seems like again, like those one-off things like, "Oh, I'm not feeling this today, so let's just do something else for fun."
Yeah,
Like, I mean that's how I did like SME1 with category extensions. Oh, I'm not feeling a main category. Let's just run some random category extension, free world record. Well,
when I when I,
not
when
like
I
that
feel
anymore,
like
but
that. Sorry.
it was just like it's not like
Um.
that anymore. But back
Yeah.
then, back in like 2018, oh, I was killing it.
When I feel like that, it's just like I do. Oh God, I do a ROM hack or something. Like I mean 0-star ROM hack or
Yeah,
whatever. Or I'll do like XCAM grinding, like like I guess individual levels, or like just like a star, just grind that out or something as like a break from doing runs because I find that really fun. I feel like that's kind of what I look toward for like if I'm bored of just doing runs or practicing for runs, kind of because I find that really fun as well
hmm
instead of like a category extension, I guess. And the thing
yeah,
with
yeah,
that for me is like it also helps to do XCAM for like the actual run, so it is practice in its own way, and it does need to
yeah,
be done. So
hmm
yeah.
yeah. Do you have like a lot of like Star records? I guess not
XCAM
really.
records.
I don't know the
Uh,
difference between like I don't know how they do
okay.
like single star shit.
Single star, there is one record for every star.
Yes.
Um, so it single star is just you have no help, no codes, like no misc timer or timer on the screen. Like you don't know when everything's happening. You can't see those kind of things. And then also its time ends when you grab the star, and lag is taken into account, like real time. So
Yeah.
it's just touch the star as fast as humanly possible, no restrictions. XCAM is more so when we say XCAM, we are referring to like doing stars with like strats that we would do in runs. And
Hmm.
also the timing ends when you touch the ground and it's timed with in-game time usually and
Okay.
not real time. Just because that's how it's done. I don't know. But so an XCAM record would be like the record for like a strat that you would do in a run. So like double jump Alice, like a single star record for Alice. That star, you would just do single jump Alice with the glitchy wall kick, do 1,000 attempts to get it once, and then you just try to touch the star as fast as possible. But if you got the double jump Alice record, you have the fastest time for double jump Alice when you touch the ground, which is more relevant for RTA or like
Okay.
speedruns. So that's kind of what XCAM records are, and there's all sorts of XCAM records for every star.
Hmm.
Like Owless, I mean, there's hold on, let me look at the sheet. There's like the double jump strat. There's the owl strat. There's the XCAM record for that. There's the XCAM record for the triple jump.
Hmm.
You know, there's fly guyless XCAM record, no fly guyless XCAM record,
Yeah.
comma plus XCAM record, regular plus XCAM record. Like there's all sorts of things like that, and I think those are really fun to do because like it's useful practice.
Yeah.
Sorta. It's not. I don't know. It can be. It can't be. But I think it's something you kind of want to do, and it's fun to do. So yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't know much about the XCAM side of things. I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
much about single star either, so. Huh.
XCAM is very fun. I feel like most runners aren't really into single star, whereas they are into XCAM just because XCAM kind of has that like IL, like individual level itch, I guess. Like it satisfies that, and it's
Hmm.
actually useful. Whereas like grinding single star is not useful
Yeah.
for like it's it's weird to say that because like it's its own thing. Like you could say, oh, grinding full game runs is not useful for single star, but like if your main thing is grinding full game runs, then like XCAM is fun because it's like an in between point, I guess, between those two things
Yeah.
where like um, it helps with actual runs and it satisfies that single star itch, I guess.
Hmm. Okay. So, yeah, I guess so the like I don't know how to put this, but like the people that like run single star and XCAM are like completely different.
Um, Sort of, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
single star. I feel like single star, XCAM is like there's overlap, but single star like they're definitely a very different group of runners. Um, and yeah,
Yeah, makes
and
sense.
like the skill set for both is it's sort of similar, but it's sort of different at the same time.
Hmm.
Like you'll look at the single star sheet, and if you're just like a more casual viewer and you just watch the runners, you'll be like, who the hell are these people?
Hmm.
Whereas like if you're in the community you're interested in single star, then you'll be like, oh yeah, I know these people. These people are like um, single star runners. But like as someone who just watches full game runs, you won't recognize a lot of these names probably, and a lot of
Hmm.
them you will because there are full game runners who have records and like I mean you'll recognize like Zufi's there,
Hmm.
Liam is there at least once, Parsy's there, so like there's those people. But yeah,
Got it. Got it. Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't realize there are like so many. There's like every star, and there's like subcategories for every star. It's like
mm-hmm.
that seems like a lot to keep track of.
Yeah.
Like, do they keep track of? Are there like leaderboards for them, or do they only keep track of the record? And then is there like a record progression? Like, how much
For
data do
single
they have in
star,
that? I guess XCAM.
XCAM. Oh, XCAM, it's just a spreadsheet,
Yeah.
and it just shows the best time that's there, and you don't even need a video.
Oh.
So it's not like you should really have a video. And honestly, if you don't have a video and your time's really good, then half the time I won't fucking believe you. But like, usually it's pretty honest. Like I feel like most people don't lie, um,
Yeah.
and like it's more so of a, like something that helps with RTA. So like that's why there's no video required. But most people, when you have a record on the sheet, and that's a pretty important one, then you'll have a video. Because like if
Hmm.
you don't, you're weird.
No
I
vid,
don't
no
know.
did, as they say.
Yes, exactly.
Do I still have that
So
command? I have to. No, I guess I got rid of it. Sorry, Blaze it.
yeah,
Rip. I think we're good
yeah.
on topics. I mean, I guess I'll ask you too. Anything I didn't ask you? So,
Uh, Not really. Like I feel
yeah,
like I covered pretty much everything.
sounds good then.
Yeah.
Epic.
Alrighty.
Epic gamer moment. I guess we're done here then.
Yes. Any questions in the chat? I need to open it again.
Nah, but I can do this in the chat.
Oh my god.
You just got
Thank you
shouted
very much.
out.
Let's
Huge
go.
W.
All right.
Oh, the question, what's on the menu?
Oh, I have no idea.
So true.
I might I might convince my mom to like let me order pizza.
Damn, that's so based. I'm
Yeah.
jealous
Okay.
now. All right. I'll wrap it up here. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Yes, sir. Everybody follow GTA's. There's actually okay, I actually just discovered this. This is a
Okay.
crazy thing, but Amazon Prime, okay? If you have it linked to your Twitch account, you can get a free sub every month by clicking the Prime sub button on the subscribe button, and I think if you have that available, you should make use of it. Cuz like
Ain't
if you
no
don't,
way.
Jeffy B gains money, and you don't want that.
Yo.
So you should make use of that. But other than that, that's all I have to say.
Okay. Thanks for the promotion, I guess. Well, all right, I'll wrap it up. Thanks for watching. Hey, look, you can follow SUIGI using the things on stream. Wow, poggers. It'll be on the
Let's
YouTube
go.
description too. Wow, poggers. Anyway, and if you're watching on Twitch, you can watch the full thing on YouTube. If you're watching YouTube, I stream these on Twitch.
Hmm.
Wow. Epic. All right.
Awesome.
Awesome stuff. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good one. See you
Yes.
next week. Goodbye.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for
Thank
being
you for
on
having me.
Gamer. All right.
Yes, no problem. It was a fun talk. All right.
It was fun. All
See
right.
you guys later.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.